Down, Silver's down.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Tap in. We done made it to another Thursday. I don't know how the hell we did it, but we done did it. Thank God we done made it to a Thursday. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Michael, Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, and Shawnee Scott.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Hey. We're not going to start the hey, girl. We're not going to start the hey, girl. We're not going to start.
Ooh, my other set of ovaries is back.
We're not going to
Hey,
start
girl.
the hey, girl. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. We missed her. She's back in the damn building. Making it happen. So the obvious question is, how was your day yesterday? So I go to, let me see, I go around, because every morning show does this. I will go to Shawnee Scott.
Yep.
How was your whole day yesterday?
It was crazy, but it ended good because you came over. We got some stuff done. I mean, you and some other people came over. It was some more people. It wasn't just
Jay Black. There go Jay Black.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We getting closer to the bag.
Action was there.
Action came through. Wow,
A gentleman named Jabari was there also. Yes.
And then Brian, the white guy that came by, that was Brian.
Yes, got to meet him.
Side deal with.
Always needing one, well, at least one.
And the funny thing, Shawnee, the funny thing about Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard about him for years.
Yeah, that's Brian.
I didn't know that was. I said, okay, all right.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
when y'all all come, we could do a photo shoot with him. He does really good work.
No, he does amazing work.
Yeah,
like he does amazing work. So and then okay, real quick. So Shawnee, as we're doing the meeting, she is super in. She's doing a meeting, and she's like letting me action. The gentleman Jabari trying to he's gonna actually video my special.
Yes, Mike is having a special. I was waiting for him to say it. So everybody get ready. He's gonna have his own Netflix special.
Yeah, so we're about to work that out. So and Shawnee's doing her thing, and but she's being a mom at the same damn time. No, but amazingly doing her mom. Like she was cooking and she washed her hands. This is what I love. She washed her hands like 7 times. Like when she would leave, she'd come back, wash her hands again. Just reminded me of my mom. And then she was like, where was I going with this? She said, okay. So she got the meat. And now she's got the meat. She's got the meat that she has to put away. And she puts it in this little Ziploc, right? But she wants to take the air out the Ziploc. And I don't know if you've ever put something in a Ziploc and tried to put it in the freezer. Like for me, I'm always squeezing the air out, right? And then trying to Ziploc it and then Ziploc the damn thing. And then next thing you know, there's a little air in it. You're like, God damn, I didn't get the whole air. So you open it back up and then you're like, God, and then mine looks like a bubble. Like it's just like there's always air in it.
Yeah, you ain't do it right.
Yeah, I ain't do it right. So as me, Action, and Jabari are having this conversation, we all notice that she has a piece of meat. She puts it in a Ziploc, and she closes it almost to the end, and she takes a straw out. And we're like, nobody says anything. But we're all thinking, why is a straw being taken out? So she closes the Ziploc almost to the end and she puts the straw in. And I really want to say what I really want to say.
Say it.
But this B word sticks the straw in and she inhales and all the air comes out. and it looks like it just came from like the meat manufacturing plant.
Oh wow!
And she takes it out and she zips it up, and every guy goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I'm saying like, wow. Look at the motherly tricks that she
suck the air out the meat.
Yeah, you don't want your meat to go bad.
First of all, both of y'all, fuck you. This is not
the
sexual.
Meat can't go bad. It's not.
The meat can't go bad.
I ain't gotta be able to feed my kids.
When I tell you, she put the straw in, and when she inhaled, and it all like the Ziploc, I don't know if this is a word, compacted right to the meat, and she put it in the freezer, and we all looked like, that's how you do that. I said, that's how you. I've been trying to get the air out the Ziploc bag for years and trying to put it back in the freezer so I can save it. I was like, what the fuck?
Like out the meat, Mike, and your meat stay good for a long time.
Yeah.
That could be your short take invention right there. Always think of things that people need that you can create an event.
But does everybody know this technology? Does everybody know you stick a straw in the Ziploc and you have the meat and you inhale and then but y'all gotta understand if y'all watching, it's like the Ziploc bag gripped. Oh, pause. To the meat, and it gripped it. And it looked like something that you buy at your local grocery store or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, and we all, Action was next to me. Action said, "What the fuck did she do?" I was like, I have no idea.
She just vacuum sealed the meat.
Yeah, just vacuum seal the meat.
That.
Without buying the vacuum sealer.
I think Jonesy's on here. Shout out to Jonesy's on here. She vacuum sealed the meat
with her mouth.
Okay, with her mouth. Pause. I'm telling you this because I didn't even know that's how you do that. And there was another grown ass man next to me who was as impressed as I was. So it wasn't just my dysfunctional ass. Like, Action was like, "Yo, did you see that?" I said, "Yes." So everybody knew how to do that?
Guys don't know that.
I mean,
but
I don't know.
How many? Yes, I do. But how many guys?
You stuck a straw. Wait. You stuck a straw in a Ziploc bag
for the meat? Yes. Before I put it in the freezer, yes, it pulls all of the air out of the bag, or at least most of the meat. Yes, it pulls most of the meat out of the bag.
I did that for TikTok for the meat. I stuck the straw in for the meat.
Yes. No. That's why my meat is always fresh.
That's why your meat is always fresh. You're a dirty bee. It
is. If you saw the meat in the freezer, all the meat in the freezer is that way. Like the chicken, because I unpack it when I buy it and put it in there like that, so it don't go bad.
I saw Stacy on here. I think I saw my fiance on here. Stacy, did you know how to do that? Can you stick the straw in the Ziploc and then inhale? And she inhaled like she was smoking a blunt.
What up, DJ Q?
Mike was 8 years old before he found out that's how you keep your meat.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said you were today years old before you found out that's how you keep your meat good, your meat fresh.
No, I did not know, because let me tell you something. In all seriousness, without being like juvenile, in all seriousness, every time you try and put something in a Ziploc, you're trying to squeeze the air out, and then you're like, "Why the fuck can I get the air out of this?" But when she stuck that straw and she put it to the side, like it never touched the meat,
right?
She put it to the side.
You don't want to suck in the juice from the meat. You want to leave that in the bag.
You're immature.
How was that immature?
No, you're immature.
No, but you don't want the straw to touch the meat.
See, and y'all both immature.
No,
now
it's just, you don't want it to touch the meat.
You want to know the ancient Chinese secret to keeping your meat fresh. That's what you do.
All right, well, how was your day? How was your yesterday? See, y'all immature.
Amazing. It was amazing.
Why?
It was amazing.
Why?
Outside of me catching a battery sale, because batteries are expensive, around Christmas time and school time, I caught a whole big battery sale. I'm happy about that. And Yeah, I just everything, kind of meshed well together yesterday.
Why?
I
What
did
are you?
good.
Wait. What are you using batteries for? Like, what is the battery thing going on? Like, I'm being
stuff,
honest. Like, what?
Sucking stuff in batteries. Come on, keep going.
Like, you charge stuff. Like, what batteries are you
Oh yeah,
using?
my stuff is chargeable. I plug my stuff in. But for him, he needs like the pencil sharpener in his bag, the electric pencil sharpener.
He still has a pencil sharpener?
Yeah, these kids got to have,
an electric one. Not that little one that you keep doing that and fucking up your pencil, but yeah, the electric
one.
Yeah.
Oh, what grade in? What grade in?
So his school doesn't have grades, but he is 12 going on 13.
Okay, got you. Understand.
So calculators, stuff like that, you need batteries.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, okay. All right. No, I get it.
I might borrow some throughout the year.
Shut up.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so immature.
Yeah, no. Just saying.
Until I get immature. All right, Jay Black, how was your night last night?
Real quick, some people, I saw some face check-ins on YouTube. Kathy Black, good morning. Ashley Newman.
Good morning, Kathy.
What up, Dave Burns?
Good morning.
Steph is up. Who else am I miss? Action. Wingman. What up, Wingman? Good morning. And Mark. It was good yesterday. I actually had therapy yesterday. Physical therapy sucks, man. It's painful.
I thought you had the therapy. I thought you had the
you thought when I be saying therapy, you be thinking it's like
no, actually,
I got some mental problems.
No, not mental problems. I'll be hoping that you need to share your with somebody.
No, I'm more like a therapist, but I don't.
No,
you're
not. No, you're not. You're Jay, you're totally not a therapist.
Here we go.
Totally not.
But physical therapy is when I reference.
Well, how's the physical therapy going?
It's painful. It sucks. It hurts. It's bad, and I hate going. But yeah, other than that, my day was great. Other than that, everything is all good.
So, how's the shoulder coming along?
It's no setbacks. It's just painful as all hell. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just really painful. But that's part of the whole rotator cuff surgery and all that good stuff.
This is Jay Black. This is how you have to estimate where his arm or shoulder is at. You like, if you had to fight today.
Ooh.
What's your reach game?
I'm being honest. I'll be right hand. I'll be righty all day. I can't do nothing with that left. Nothing.
You're gonna turn into a southpaw real quick, huh?
But do you feel like it's getting better? Do you feel like you're getting more movement in the shoulder and shit like that? Do you feel like that?
Not with my hand going backwards. If I got arrested right now, I just cry. I just say, just shoot me. There's no way my arm can go behind my back. Like I'm being real. Like that is beyond painful. Just the thought of it, or putting my hand. I can't go.
Shout to Wingman saying, doing well. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising back to you. Like I just got used to that a few months ago with the Grand Rising. I just got it. Was that
who started that? Islands. No, they say it in the islands.
Oh, Grand Rising. I think that's amazing. It feels like when you say Grand Rising, the sun comes up behind you. Do hot and cold therapy. Pain means healing. All right. Well, I mean, but do you feel like you're getting more why am I moving my arm when I keep asking?
Yeah, because I'm like, you're giving us a whole lot of tutorials over there.
Like, I don't even know why I'm moving I'm good. Like, do you feel like you're improving?
Some aspects. I just say some aspects. They say it's 4 to 6 month recovery. So, I mean, it's only.
How long has it been?
2.5.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're going to break.
I haven't even hit 3 months yet.
You'll get there, and you'll get there.
Yes, sir.
I be trying like Jay Black be playing me and be like, yo, you too tentative. You need to go harder. And this is why I don't climb ladders. Jay goes hard. Like Jay really believes like God bless him, because that's why he's done so well in his life. He really believes if something is broke, I can fix it. And I don't. I'm like, no.
That's because Jay Black think he's an expert in everything. He'd be like, I know a little bit of this. I know a little bit of that.
Real talk. My kids even know if something is broken in the house, dad's going to pay somebody to fix it. Like, I know my limitations. Like, I know Wingman. Wingman got tons of advice. Cold shower therapy works wonders for that pain. Yeah, but he has surgery. It wasn't like regular stuff. He has surgery.
That rotator.
But shout the Wingman. 'Man.
Yeah. That's why he's a wingman.
Yeah.
That's why he's a wingman. 'Cause he has surgery. That's why he's a wingman. 'Cause he has surgery. That rotator cuff ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's why he's a wingman. 'Cause that's why he's a wingman.
Shout out to Wingman. Shout out to everybody in my IG live. Hold on. Let me wave back at you guys. All right, let's start the show and let us start saying who has the rundown of what we're gonna talk about? Because I know y'all gave me this one thing, which I know we already gonna get heated about. So go ahead, the 13-year-old.
Oh, it was a couple. Yeah, it was a 13-year-old that was on the airline that they end up. He was, I guess, a little unruly, and they end up needing to duct tape him, which we've seen a little trend with this duct taping people on the airplanes.
You know what, JB? Like real quick, and I hate to say this, so I'm not trying to be an ass. Why your mic sound so shady? Like your mic, like your mic don't even sound like your mic sound. Like did you go to your settings or something? Like your mic don't sound like I know my mic sounds a lot better than yours right now. What was wrong with your mic?
Bam, there it is.
Thank you. All right. There you go. You back in the game now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Barry White.
Somebody touched something. Look, it's always somebody else's fault, right? Somebody must have touched something here.
Ain't nobody touched nothing. You touched it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, but that was one thing. Of course, your boy in Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott was in the news because his Rottweilers and his dogs got out his backyard, ended up biting.
Oh, wait. Let me write that down. Okay, I did write it. Okay, all right, cool. Because I need to talk about that. Go ahead.
And then also we get into Ben Crump. It was a realtor that got detained and not arrested because they didn't take him in, but he got detained and police style. He was showing a house, a realtor, and to another black family, and white folks called the cops on him, said he was breaking and entering. But Ben Crump is involved now, so I think it's about to get serious. He's gonna be taking on a case. So yeah, those are a couple things, and then we got our psychic. We got a psychic coming on today, Dexter Bowman-Kendrick, coming up in a little less than an hour.
Jay Blizzy is so fucking excited.
I love psychics. I do.
He loves psychics. He loves magicians, clowns, jugglers, anybody who got some sidebar talents. What do you want to start with? Do we start with, like the fun stuff? I guess that's not fun. I guess none of this is fun. David Burns says, news. Jadakiss responds to Tyler, the Creator, saying that he has a crush on him according to hip hop. Okay, I saw the interview live. All Jadakiss said was, Tyler, the Creator, you gotta chill. And then he said, I love Tyler, the Creator, and everything he's done. So y'all not gonna stop. Listen, y'all not going to start. Y'all not going to start with y'all bullshit.
We ain't doing that today.
Because if I had a crush on a female and she was sitting there and she said, yo, Michael Shawn gotta chill. Cause I knew, whatever. Like, stop. Like, he gave Tyler, the Creator, a ton of love. Like a ton of love. All right, let's just start with 13-year-old. Do we have the picture? Which one do we have the video or picture?
We got the clip.
Is it a video clip or a picture?
Yeah, it's a video clip.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Miss Jones. Miss Jones done bought a bed.
Then I see Jonesy in the water yesterday. I saw you in the water.
Jonesy's on vacation. I don't want to say where she's at. She's on vacation right now. And check out that YouTube Miss Jones reunion show that goes on. Go over there. Yes. And but she's been having a good time at
all summer.
I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I think it's a situation. Like, it's a good situation, not a situation. So what we have, the clip or the picture?
The clip.
All right, show the clip so we can all. Okay, so I fly a lot, and this is why I don't even fly. When they offer me that emergency seat, I don't even take it anymore. Too much pressure.
And you have to be a certain age to even sit there. So I'm trying to figure out how he got there.
They got a duct tape. Go ahead.
Yeah, like in that particular seat, I thought that was reserved for people who you gotta agree to help, like in certain situations.
No, that's the aisle seat. I'm saying something else. He was just sitting in the aisle seat.
In the aisle, okay.
Yeah, he was just sitting in the aisle.
But allegedly, he was trying to kick out the window. He was trying to kick out a window to the airplane, and that's what sparked them to restrain him.
Listen,
allegedly,
we are 30,000 feet in the air. I'm joining in on duct taping the fuck out of you.
Somebody's kid, huh?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you didn't hear the man though. He said the little boy he started attacking his mom, and the mom started screaming for help.
Yo,
so
he was having a meltdown.
Yeah, the man on the thing just said. I just heard him say that.
I don't want to sound insensitive in any way, but I'm going to sound insensitive in every way. I'm 30,000 miles in the air. We're in the air. We're not playing these games, y'all. These airplanes this airline shit being on this every other weekend and every other week. It's not a game when you get up in there. And number one, the passengers are the fucking security.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, were those air marshals or were those just like regular passengers who just said, "Yeah, not today"?
Let me tell you the biggest lie. Let me tell you, other than 9/11, what the biggest lie in America was: air marshals. Y'all can't tell me nothing about flying every single weekend. Air marshals are the biggest fucking lie in the history of the world.
They want you to believe it.
They want you to believe that after 9/11, they were air marshals on your flight. No, they weren't. And they're not air marshals now. You know who has to do this? Passengers. You pay, let's say, Dallas to Philadelphia. You pay $375 for a round trip. You now pay to be an employee. Because if something goes down on that plane, them flight attendants ain't built. None of them are built. There's nobody. The flight attendants trying to act tough, and you look at them funny. Like when they say something crazy, you look at like, I will fuck you up. Like, shut up. Y'all got your little, y'all so worried about looking good in your goddamn uniforms. They can't do nothing if somebody gets up and says something. So guess who taped that motherfucker down? A passenger.
I thought it was the flight attendant.
No, but they had to grab him. They had to literally grab. I promise you, the flight attendant, every last flight attendant. Okay, 85% of the flight attendants. Y'all not fighting nobody. There has to be, like, these airlines make so much goddamn money. Can y'all put some type of security on here?
Yeah.
But some people I noticed was concerned that the fact that you duct taping people to seats, say if there is an accident and the plane going down or whatever, now you're restrained, or you blocking that aisle from other people on the seats in front of you if they can't get out and there's an emergency.
If the flight's going down, we die.
Yeah.
But duct taping, you really restraining people.
I want to let everybody know, all that shit they teach you before the flight, and they put the mask and they do it. If the flight's going down,
you're not remembering any of that.
No. Yeah, you're dead.
No, remember the Scully, the guy in New York?
Yeah, he landed on water. He landed on water.
And there was other cases like that where people successfully landed
another one. A female landed on water.
Yeah.
Dog, just call. Send your last text message that you can't get on Spirit because Spirit don't have on Wi-Fi.
They don't got Wi-Fi.
And they might get it after you're dead for like a few hours.
Oh, man.
Planes are crazy. Planes are the wild, wild west when you get on a plane, yo. It's really the wild, wild west. Think about this. Think about this for 1 second, y'all. Think about this for sorry, Mike. They were
Yeah, I actually know two air marshals. Yeah.
Mark.
I do actually know two air marshals.
Mark, listen to me, Mark. Listen to me. I want you to, I really want you to take a survey and go through every flight I've ever been on. There's never been an air marshal on that bitch. Ever.
Probably not on Spirit. Probably not on a lot of these domestic.
But do you see the bullshit?
Yeah.
Probably not on Spirit. What the fuck? Spirit actually transports millions of people.
Yeah.
Japanese airline flight attendants will kick your... Okay, well, Taekwondo. Okay, great. Shout to Kathy. Great. We just trying to get to another state. Wingman, I love this. Being a pilot, you talking about airplanes being wild. Yes, airplanes are wild, wild west. Let me tell you how crazy. This is what people think is common sense. We all buy a ticket, right? We all buy a ticket. We go to the gate, right?
Right.
Go to TSA, right?
Right.
We have no training. None. No training. And they put you in the emergency seats. They give you 4 seconds of training and then say, "Are you good?
Are you good?"
And you go, "Yes, I ain't never opened that goddamn door in my life." In 4 seconds, they say, "Are you good?"
Right.
The only reason why we take the emergency seats is so our legs can stretch the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't personally take the emergency seat. In the last flight, when I came back from visiting y'all, right? I clearly told them it was a sold out flight. I was like, I do not want to sit here. I don't feel comfortable sitting here. She was like, "Man, we can't switch your seat because it's a full flight." So how was that an option? If I'm telling you, if something go down, I can't help nobody. So move me, and you still make me sit there.
Dang.
I have no idea, but there's something going on with the Media Room 360. So,
that's your TV.
Good morning, Sean Westbrook. I see you on the check-in, Sean.
Good morning, Kelly.
Kelly.
Now I told you I could barely help my damn self on the flight. So you sit me in this emergency seat and something go down. But I promise you, I can't help nobody.
No, it's ridiculous. And the fact it is my good. It is my TV.
Yes,
good.
It is your TV.
Oh, that's
good. All right, so I can go complain and get another free month. Wingman, yes. They give 4-second training. Yeah. I mean, but think about this. We have agreed to this. We've literally agreed. We've agreed. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah, I just found out it was my TV. So now I gotta go holler at somebody. But we have agreed to the emergency people get 4 seconds of training. And then if the plane is going down, go, "Hey, emergency guys." What? And hold up. I'll give you the funniest thing about the emergency seats. Do you know they still serve you alcohol?
You're not over the legal limit. So
listen,
hold up. Let me tap this microphone. Let me tap this goddamn microphone. I have gotten the emergency row seats, right? Because I wanted to stretch my legs out and get fucked up, right? And I was like, so let me get 3 of them Amsterdams. And they were like, "Well, you can get 3 at a time, right? That's all you can get." I'm like, "Yeah, but when you come back, I'm going to get 2 more." Like, "Well, we're going to decide that how you act."
First 3.
I'm like, "Cool." So I put my earbuds in. I start watching my movie and they come back and they're like, "He's perfectly fine." And I'm sitting there going like, "Y'all don't know me. Like these little motherfuckers ain't doing nothing to me." I literally can get lit and still be in the emergency row. So when the plane, God forbid, starts going down, the person leading you has had at least 5 shots of the Amsterdams or the Tito's or whatever y'all got.
You give me 5 Tito's in that seat and ain't nothing.
But the little
everybody dying.
But it's the little ones. It's the little bottles. It's little bottles. Little joints.
What up, Business Billy? I see you on the check-in.
And y'all, business bully, what's good? And y'all really gonna tell me that getting on an airplane ain't the Wild Wild West?
Kathy said she actually saw air marshals. I believe she said it right there. She said she saw them getting checked in on the plane, so they do exist.
Well, that's funny because every video we see ain't one goddamn air marshal breaking shit up.
Maybe because he had 5 kudos.
Go ahead with your air marshals because we're seeing people getting duct taped and ain't one goddamn air marshal ever there.
I think it depends on the airlines. I promise you, I don't know what Spirit could afford to have air marshals on there.
Because people, there are too many flights. There's no way to put an air marshal on every flight. It's impossible. Put that last comment on because what was that? They should give pilots ejection seats in commercial airlines, but they teach pilots to be in command till the last. Okay, Wingman, what are you trying to fucking say right now?
Wingman, are you a pilot?
Yeah, he's a pilot.
He might be. Were you in the Air Force?
Oh,
maybe he was in the Air Force.
But Wingman, we're talking about protecting people. We're not crashing. We didn't have a
We're
not crashing, Wingman. We're just trying to keep you from not getting fucked up. They're incognito.
Yes,
Kathy. Kathy said they there. They're incognito. You can't see them.
They in what? They in what?
Incognito. I see Negro, but go incognito.
Wingman, air marshals are dead weight. He said is dead weight. Cost airlines
more money.
What are you talking like?
They're taking a seat. They're taking a
Kathy really believes that when somebody does something to her, she can call air marshal. Are you here? Air marshal. They're not there.
Because it ain't emergency. Y'all better grab that damn duct tape.
We ain't seen. Think about this.
They there to take down.
All the videos that we've seen, have we ever seen one air marshal intervene? Not one. Even the brawl that happened where dude was throwing body shots, and God bless him because he was really working on that. He threw body shots. We have never seen one air marshal ever come in and be like, hey, and show his badge. I'm an air marshal. Everybody sit there. No.
I'm going to ask, maybe they're only trained to take down people who are trying to take down the plane. Like maybe
guess what? The guy who got duct taped, who tried to take down the plane, there was still no air marshal. He tried to open the door.
Maybe they assessed it and said, this is a goddamn duct tape situation. I'm gonna sit down in the seat. I'm gonna stay right here.
But the husky passengers had to literally people understand this. I was gonna say men. No, everybody. When you get on a plane, you need to look to see the people that can help you. You need to really look to see the people that be about that life.
Like make eye contact,
okay.
Some go down.
Now, blacks and Hispanics, we always look. I look for black people. I'm Puerto Rican, but I look for black people. I get on the plane and I look and I nod. Was good.
All right. We in this together, homie.
Was
right,
good.
I see you.
Was good.
All right,
and make sure if he's with his girl, you don't make any eye contact with his girl, because then all of a sudden he thinks he's Jay Black. He thinks you're looking at his girl.
I'm not gonna help that guy. He want to be looking at people. I ain't helping him. Yeah.
No, but
I seen him looking at you.
And then sometimes simple stuff like you you help a bag or stuff like that, and you okay, understand we're in this together. Once you in the air, you're in this together, just in case some bullshit happens.
Right.
Stephanie says, I stopped flying when they wanted me to buy 2 tickets because I'm a big girl, but the guy before me was as big as John Candy. He bought 1 ticket. Fuck that. That was 2009. So Stephanie, don't stop flying.
Yeah, no,
girl. I'm sorry. No, Stephanie, I'm really sorry to hear that. But don't stop flying. For real. You just all right, we'll talk about that. We need to talk to Stephanie. Most air marshals is at the very back of the plane. Mark. When the plane is sold out, I've been at the seat that leans against the bathroom, Mark.
Oh my God.
That's the worst.
Y'all can't tell me shit about flying. In a year, I've probably taken over 100 flights. OMG, you go back real quick. Go back. OMG, you guys are crazy profiling people and riding the plane.
Listen.
Wingman, yes, motherfucker. this is life or death. This is the one time when profiling has to happen. So I go back. I look at people. What up? What's good? If I'm flying out of Dallas, DFW, they'll be like, "Oh, Mike Shawn, yeah. All right, cool. I got you. All right, we down." You basically make eye contact and like we're down. Morning, Queenborn. Welcome back, Shawnee.
Queenborn.
Morning, Queen.
She's on Twitch, watching us on Twitch.
What up, Queenborn? But you got to make eye contact and be like, all right, we good. Now, on Spirit, I'm always in the front 2 rows because they ain't got no first class. So I need to, you good. And people, don't be antisocial on a plane. You don't have to be that person who runs their mouth. But if somebody is sitting next to you, it's okay to say, hey, how you doing? As you wipe down your stuff because of COVID and all the Delta variances and all that stuff. Say hi. Because you never know on a plane when it's just going to be, when some crazy shit's going to happen, Kathy. I live in a military town, so every time I fly, I got an airplane full.
Yeah, Marshalls be deep. They deep with Kathy.
She in Killeen, so
Kathy. But that's not the rest of us, Kathy.
Yeah.
You live in Killeen. There's a military base there.
Yeah, she's at Fort Hood.
Yeah. I performed at Fort Hood. Nobody else gets that luxury. Yeah. Stephanie, don't stop flying. I'm a plus size woman, and before losing weight, I would buy 2 tickets. You flying for you, not anyone else. Yes, Stephanie, don't stop flying. Don't stop flying at all. And some people don't understand the difficulties that everybody has to go through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the moral of this story is buy some stock and duct tape because duct tape is taking off. That's my take.
But a 99 and a 2000s.
But just think about this for a second. Passengers have had to duct tape people and tackle people and bring people down. The dude that tried to open the door, if it wasn't for passengers, he would have opened the goddamn door. So airlines. Tap this mic. Airlines. When are y'all gonna actually pay for fucking security where air marshals don't have to be there, where you actually have security on these planes?
Wingman just suggested giving cabin crew train them and give them tasers.
I don't want to train.
Oh, hell no, I ain't flying in.
Dog.
No,
have you seen the flight attendants, people? Can we keep it a buck right now?
No. I think they'll be worse than the police because if they get scared or intimidated and they know they can tase you and you can't do nothing back to them, if you touch them, it's a felony. Oh, no.
Dog, if a flight attendant ever tried to fight me, I'm going to win. Like, bring your taser. You don't even know how to use the taser. Shut up.
You got about this much elbow space.
We need more profiling on 9/11. That real men... We profile people on the plane. Hell yeah, Mike, Shawn, I'm with you. Have security. Just have, like, do you understand? We're 30,000, 33,000, 35,000 feet in the air. Do you know the cheapest nightclub has better security than you do?
Top flight.
OMG Airlines already in losing, and you guys talk. Wingman. Where have you been?
He's trying to protect his job. He said he's a pilot, right? He said he's a pilot, right?
I think he is a pilot, but
Wingman, I want you to look up the numbers. They were breaking records. Airlines were breaking records making money. And when airlines do poorly, they get bailed out, Wingman. And I'm thankful that you're actually commenting. Wingman, look before COVID. What these airline numbers were doing. Spirit. Let me repeat. Spirit was charging close to $500 to go from DFW to Philadelphia.
It's crazy.
Spirit with no Wi-Fi. I want you, wingman, to check the net worth of what Spirit is worth. Dog, Spirit literally is they have lied so much. There was a plane on Spirit. When I got on there, when I was boarding, it said we now have Wi-Fi. And I went past the people, the flight attendants, they were like, good morning. I was like, good morning. I said, y'all got Wi-Fi now? They're like, yeah. And when I went on the Wi-Fi, it literally said, we're almost there.
Like this website is under construction.
Yeah, you got a landing page.
Got them.
And I just giggled at myself. Why did I believe? You're right, Mike. They don't have enough air marshals to put on airplanes. They usually reserve them for international flights. Remember 9/11? It was passengers who took the terrorists out. People, I don't understand why airlines, if a nightclub has to have security, why would an airline not have to have security? That makes no sense to me. You are literally flying people in the air and you are not responsible for security?
Hey.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. All right, so we've ranted about that. Well, I have. Mike Shawn, why your TV not on? Because my TV's wilding. There's something going on with my TV. But it's funny when it's so funny when Tammy knows, like, why your TV ain't on?
Right.
God damn.
Right.
There's something going on with my TV, and I'm gonna try and fix it when we take the Black and Mild break. Everybody in my IG live, shout to you. Good morning to everybody on here. Everybody rocking out. Oh, you feel free to buy a badge. What else we got? We got the Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know if we want to chill on that until I take this Black and Mild break. And I think Jay Black's pretty adamant about the Black realtor. What?
Do you need a Black and Mild break?
Yeah, I do, because I feel better
today. Take a water break today?
No. I don't know why y'all want me trying to act like y'all gonna change something.
No, but so I mean, you having trouble breathing and you still smoking. That's crazy, Mike.
This is the best I felt in my life. Catch the whole show. In my life, this is the best in the last 2 weeks. I exaggerated. In the last 2 weeks. And Jay, I know you're not going to talk about people listening to people. Wait, Wingman. Let's get Wingman. Shout to Wingman.
He's the pilot.
Is he a pilot? Did he make that official?
Yes, he prefaced all of his comments beforehand. He said he is a pilot. Yes.
All right. Okay. Security is state's concern. That's why airlines pay government for security, landing fees, navigation fees, and terminal fees.
I always wondered what all of those breakdown fees were. Like the actual flight is like $17, and then all of the fees is like $490. Like,
so Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like that's why the tickets are so damn high.
So, Wingman, if you're a pilot, so when it goes down, do you come out the cockpit and take care of it, Wingman? And we love you for watching and listening or whatever you're doing. Do you come out the?
Because pilots are in control of the plane.
Wingman, we don't even really know if you're a pilot. We're taking you by your word.
His name says Wingman.
Yeah. So. That could be he just helps people get pussy. That's all.
He sounds pretty knowledgeable about aviation.
But Wingman, he actually could. Yeah, I've been a wingman. Jay Black been a wingman. Ryan Banks been a wingman. Like a lot of people been a wingman.
You a few too.
Yeah. Yes. So all I'm saying is wingman.
Oh God.
Fuel fee. Okay, that's what it is. The fuel fee.
Wingman. Hold up. If I wasn't on IG Live right now, I would literally start bringing up how much money these airlines have made. Who's gonna fly? There's gonna be 2 pilots in the cockpit at all times. And Wingman, you're not gonna come out. Wingman, you got 2 pilots. You're not gonna come out and take that. You're not gonna. Because when y'all come out with the uniform, when y'all pee, y'all shut the whole plane down. What's the pilot has to pee?
Everybody got to get back in their seat. Everybody got to buckle up.
Hold on. They put this little bullshit barrier down, and a little flight attendant is either female or... All right, let's keep it funky. It's either female or the dude who's very good at interior decorating. And hold it down, and then y'all come out. The whole plane has to stop for y'all to pee. And you gonna tell me if something pops off, y'all not walking out? You're not fighting?
He said per regulation he can't. B-Dot, what up, Bobby?
About a bitch. Anyway, these bastard airlines can save money and make a shout to Bobby. Can save money and make money. They will. Good morning to all y'all fools. Bobby, what's really good? Wingman regulations state that 2 people should be in the cockpit. So let me tell you something. When you pee, they ain't 2 people in the goddamn cockpit.
Right. It's on autopilot. It's on
Wingman. I don't believe you're a pilot, Wingman.
It's on assist mode.
I don't believe you're a pilot, Wingman.
What's your IG?
What's your IG?
Let's see some proof.
They need aviation credentials from you.
Well, I can, but the flight attendant needs to be in the flight. They do.
They go up there while he comes up.
So let me ask you something. You know how stupid that is that the flight attendant has to go in the cockpit? That bitch can't fly.
She been in the air long enough. She got her 4-second training. She got her 4-second training.
Rodney Perry. Good morning, Rodney.
What up, Rodney? And I understand. Like when I say bitch, I mean a guy bitch too. I mean both of y'all. Like the guy goes in there. You can't fly. You just handed me a drink. That's all you're good for. And put the mask on your face first. Well, I can, but the flight attendant needs to be. Just get the fuck out of here, Wingman. You're not even gonna fight if somebody tries to take over the plane. I don't believe you're a pilot. Tam, let's stop. We like Wingman.
No, we like Wingman.
We like Wingman.
We like Wingman. But Wingman, understand the 3 people you're talking to right now have trust issues.
Yes, we do.
That's the regulation. Tell FAA.
Are you a pilot or are you a pilot? Like
pilot.
You're a real pilot.
That's the regulations. Tell FAA about that. No, Wingman, you fucking tell FAA about that. I ain't got no direct.
Don't y'all have a union?
What the fuck?
Like a pilot
Wingman. Union? So what you telling me, Wingman, is that if something goes down, my 5'7", 160-pound ass got to fight, and your ass gonna be like, FAA said I can't go out there. Those are the type of people me and Jay Black don't fuck with. Like, good fight.
He don't want to lose his job.
I don't want to lose my job. Thought we was at the bar. Yeah, but if they find out about it, no.
See, that's what he said. Wingman said, I don't want to get my life. So I think he's a real pilot.
Okay.
Hey, Wingman. So you when you do your announcements, you make it sound like you are the leader. You make it sound like, hey, this is
your pilot speaking.
It's your pilot speaking. We'll be flying at 33,000 miles. And you make it sound like you're my dad. Like you're literally my dad. Flying at 33,000 miles, we'll be landing in Philadelphia International Airport.
The weather.
Like, what the fuck? Like, then what you're telling me is that you're nobody. You're not going to help me if something happens.
Can't leave the cockpit, Mike.
Fuck out of here. You
You
leave the cockpit, and before y'all pee, Wingman, let me tell you how long I've been, how many flights I take. Y'all leave the cockpit, and then y'all start flirting with the flight attendants. And then y'all sit there. Yeah, the one flight attendant goes in, and then you talk to the other one, and they be super annoyed. They be like, oh, here you go. He be like, then y'all pee real quick, and y'all go back in. And y'all gonna tell me, y'all can't come out and fight if we got a problem? Y'all ain't never been part of any duct taping. Now that sounds kind of crazy, but y'all have never been part. Every time somebody gets duct taped, you ain't never there
because they can't leave the cockpit. So the flight attendant got
no action.
So when you pee, there's one guy in there. Like you would think the one other guy would be like, "Yo, enough is enough. I'm the pilot."
So they make the decision. He's saying they got to land a plane at the nearest airport when things go. when they got to duct tape people. And figure things out, they got to go land the plane. So
Jay Marie said, do the fucking Batman voice. I almost did.
But technically, when the doors closes, the pilot is in command of the
Yes.
That would be funny if the pilot did the announcement. That would scare everybody. Laugh out loud. Exactly, Mike can't leave the cockpit. Fuck out of here.
Tam said, "Are you a pilot?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you a pilot?
Right. But you know what? It say what?
Once the door shut, people.
But if they gotta go to the bathroom, so why don't the pilot go to the bathroom? It's kind of like you tell your kids, pee before we leave the house. Why you gotta leave the cockpit if it's supposed to be 2 people in there?
Because the
in between flight, a 2-hour flight.
Wingman, keep it real, wingman. Keep it real. Y'all be feeling yourselves because when y'all at the airport, y'all the shit. When you're at the airport, you already know you trying to knock down these flight attendants, male and female.
They like the Michael Jordan of the sky.
And y'all be cocky. And the funny thing is, y'all be cocky as shit. All puns intended. Y'all be in that cock, and y'all be cocky as shit. And y'all literally, like, I see y'all. Some of y'all be out of shape in that pilot uniform, looking stupid as fuck. But a lot of y'all be working out.
Wingman,
go to the bathroom. The flight attendant goes to the car. We know that.
Do pilots be knocking off the flight attendants in the air like that, Wingman?
No.
You heard about your coworkers? I ain't saying you might have did a Wingman, but they be doing that.
Let me tell you something. let me be a pilot. I need the one person that can fly. I will fight or duct tape them folks. Yeah, them fools.
Mark saying leave them in there. He got this. The flight attendants and the passengers are handling it. You want the pilot to stay in the cockpit.
Mark, I did not spend money for a fucking flight, and now I'm security. No.
But it is more important to have a pilot. I mean,
motherfucker, there are 2 pilots. It's autopilot the entire time. The only thing they do is take off and fucking land.
Yeah.
Wingman, tell me I'm wrong. And then the wingman, my high club, like exclusive. Can't say nothing. There you go, wingman. Keep it a buck.
They have their fun time.
I saw the movie Flight. I saw the movie Flight.
Gonna be in Fort Worth.
I saw the movie. I know what is your hubs are. I'll be here for a few days.
I'll be here for a few days.
They be just like Denzel. Yes. Stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. The more I think about it, the more when you get on that damn plane, you are on your fucking own. Like you're on your damn own right there. Mind your business or be about that life. But if you see somebody walking to that door, you see somebody trying to juggle something, you got to fight for your life. But the pilot can't come out because they got to have 2 pilots. Get the fuck out of here. It's all professional, guys. I was just joking. Wingman, it's too late. You in our shit now. You want to play with us? We all playing now.
If you think a flight attendant is not,
no, we're not gonna report you. Though. We know it's all fun.
Yeah, we're not gonna report you.
We don't even know what airline you work for, Wingman. We don't even know. J. Marie said, "N-word soul plane without the soul." God damn, we don't even know. We don't even know a wingman's nationality. We don't know. He could be Mike. File a damn claim for being security, and maybe you'll get some money back. Or let me tell you something.
If you got
let me tell you how many credits and how many vouchers I've gotten from fucking airlines.
Don't take the 200. I want 4.
I don't even take the 4. I need something. I need something where I can literally, because you already know the numbers to go to LA, or if you want to go to Puerto Rico or something like that. You're like, okay, them numbers ain't working. and then do not tell me what I got to do. No, I need you to do it now. I need you to be like, yes. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to call and do this, and then no, then never mind. They're like, what do you mean?
All I can give you is $200 right here. I can only.
Then never mind. I need my seat.
Good morning, Rochelle.
They be desperate. They be like, we'll give you some food credits. We'll give you some flight credits.
And you know why they're desperate? Because they do something that's so illegal. They overbook their flights on fucking purpose.
Yes.
Like, how do you overbook your flight? How do you sell a seat twice on purpose? How is that legal?
And then they play that little game where if you like check in late and they start calling your name. Oh, you lost your seat because you didn't check in. But if I pay for a seat, motherfucker,
they will sell you. They will give you give your seat up.
They will give your seat up.
It's probably because all the people that don't show up and you lose money,
dude. But if you buy,
you're not losing money.
You
sold the damn seat already.
There is no other place. There's no other fucking business ever that can sell you a seat and then sell it again.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other place. Like at a movie theater, I bought the seat. That means if I don't show up, who cares? Because I paid for the seat.
But Mo, on the flight, if you miss your flight and now that seat is now not taken. Now I got to put you on another one that I could have sold. So I'm losing money because I'm compensating
you sold it.
Flight. No, but now I got to take up a seat for the next flight that I could have.
I got to pay for it.
So that could have been 2 versus 1.
No, because if you miss your flight, especially if you got something called economy seat, you just missed your flight. You got to buy another ticket or pay the difference or whatever. They just not booting you on another flight these days. They're not doing that.
If you miss your flight, they will charge you for having to now get another flight. They will charge you a fee to get the other. It's the most disrespectful, illegal shit ever. And mind you, I've been there. I've gone there and be like, I checked in and somebody checked in before me. And I was like, so you gave them my, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the ticket and I got to the flight and you gave it to somebody else because they checked in. That means you sold it twice and you were like, let's see who gets here first. Oh, fuck y'all. Oh my God.
That's why they had good standby lists and they wait until the very last moment to call your ass. Come on, get on the plane. This person not here. Let's go. What
is Wingman saying right there?
Wingman says, who's going to cover losses when the plane seats aren't full? All scheduled flights need to fly, even if they're not full. If the seats are paid for, they're paid for. And if they're not, they're not. But guess what? All we want is that if I pay for the ticket, I have my seat. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What if you have to cancel? Yeah, Wingman. So I got a family member that was flying somewhere, but because of this COVID now, they canceled or they wanted to change it and put in somebody else's name. They told them no. You cannot change it in nobody's name. You can only get a credit for down the road. They can't even get their money back. Mm-hmm. I thought that was weird, but I guess once the airlines get their bread and they don't want to give you money back, Wingman, that's how I go.
I mean, but they're gonna say that was the 9/11 rule.
Mm-hmm.
When 9/11 happened, that's when everything changed on changing flights and being able to put different names on everything like that and all that good stuff.
Mm.
Kathy, I brought 2 seats to Houston Texans football game, section M row, and it didn't exist. So my brother and I sat down in section N. All right, Kathy.
I don't know what
no, put that comment back up because Kathy, I love you. What the fuck that got to do with airline? You know, Kathy, I got super love for you.
We love you, Kathy.
That's like me talking about.
Love you.
That's like me talking about like I went to a restaurant and the fish was bad. And then you'd be like, and I can't believe I put my Pop-Tarts in the toaster. And they didn't come out right. I brought 2. Let me read this shit again. Maybe I'm missing something. I brought 2 seats to the Houston Texans football game, section M, row 1000. Now, if you're in row 1000, I'm not trying to be funny, but that don't seem like that's going to be good seats. And it didn't exist. So my brother and I sat down in the N.
Yeah, I'm lost.
In section N.
So the person you have beef with,
we love you, Kathy.
You did not go to Ticketmaster for this. You didn't go to the Texans website. You bought this shit from somebody you knew.
Called outside the stadium. Yo, you want them hot tickets? I got them tickets.
Whoever you bought these tickets from played spades and reneged because there's no like I don't get it. I'm saying I bought tickets that didn't exist. Like the airlines sell tickets that no, we're saying the airlines are selling us tickets that do exist. But what they're doing is they're selling them multiple times just in case somebody show up, and then whoever shows up first, they give it to them, and then they make the other person, they give them a worse seat or they make them buy another ticket. Yeah, that's the airline policy.
Yeah, about the refunds or changing names. Yeah, I guess he said 9/11 wingman said change the aviations for all of us, for all of them.
I like you, wingman.
How long you been a pilot, wingman? How long you been flying?
I feel like he need a square. We could talk about pilots and their drama and their experiences. Unruly passengers.
There you go, Jasmine. There you go, Jasmine. Trying to pop some shit. Y'all going in on these pilots? No, we're not going in on these pilots. We're not going in on them. We saying when a fight break out, bring your ass out the cockpit.
Bring them out. And Marcus said, no, I'd rather keep the pilot to make sure the plane is good and let the passengers and flight attendants handle it.
The fucking flight is on automatic pilot. We need help. Gotta understand, airlines ain't charity. Yo, wingman, you really are company man, ain't charity. Really, if they ain't charity, why did the government bail them the fuck out? Don't get me started, wingman. Don't get me started. So they do what they do what they can do best. Even 1 minute late takeoff can cause delay in landing as the landing airport gets delayed. Wingman. When I get off this, I'm gonna shut this IG live down. Wingman, do you understand what airline do you work for, wingman?
He can't. I want to know say that. No, I wouldn't say that. He ain't gonna say that.
Do you know what American and Delta make? They were breaking records. And you know this if you're a real pilot, wingman. Before COVID, it was going back-to-back years that they were breaking records on profit. Please tell me I'm wrong. Because once I charge my phone, I'm gonna give you the numbers. They were breaking records.
Wingman said, wow, you really believe in autopilot?
Wingman. So who the fuck is flying the plane when you go pee?
The flight attendant. And her 4 seconds of training.
Y'all, wingman. When I was married, not a brother-in-law, but a cousin was an American Airlines pilot. He was a military pilot and American Airlines pilot. Y'all take off unless y'all see something. Like, I'm not saying it's an easy job. I can't do it. Y'all take off and y'all land. You gonna tell me that y'all ain't having conversations about who won the football game when y'all flying? No, I'm not doing the Batman voice because it's gonna fuck me up.
All right, wingman saying something.
OMG, dude, one great profit wouldn't cover. Wingman, what are you talking? They were quadrupling their profits. They were quadrupling. Wingman, do you think, dog, the government is going to bail out banks and then they're bailing out airlines? You're
Jay Marie is
actually autopilot can take. Oh, wait. Wingman said actually autopilot can take off, fly, and land. But would you be comfortable with no man flying? Motherfucker, you just told us. Do you really believe that I believe that pilots haven't been lazy as fuck and said, just take it off? Go ahead. I know I would do it. Y'all on autopilot.
I didn't know that. I didn't know an autopilot can. He said it's like 3 phases to autopilot, but I didn't realize that they could take off and land.
Everything.
Wow.
Everything is a computer. Now, if something drastic and you're looking at and only reason I know this is because the man that used to be a family member was a military pilot, an American Airlines pilot. He was like, look, until something goes wrong, everything we take off and we land. Everything else is navigation. I'm not saying this because I'm smart. I'm not. I'm fucking hilarious, but I'm not smart. I'm telling you what an actual military pilot for 15 years, American airline pilot told me. He's like, yo, we take off. I get you off and then I land you down. He said, but if something happened, we could land without me. He said, but you don't want me not to be there. God damn it. Wingman, we love you on the show. We love you. You had no idea.
I feel like I've learned some things. Wingman.
Look, hold on, Wingman now. I mean, look, I'm going to read it the way I believe he said. I mean, That is possible. But it doesn't work that way.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's exactly what I just said. I just said that's exactly what I said. It doesn't work that way. I'm saying that's the shit that could happen. Worst case scenario. But pilots take off and they land. And what do? They follow everything from the air traffic controllers. They look at everything and go, cool, we're good. But did they stay at a Holiday Inn last night? Kathy, that is funny as fuck. All right, we didn't even get to the dogs. And action. And the black realtor.
Yeah, that realtor with Ben Crump taking the case here. We'll see if we got time, because I know every time we go to a break, we come back.
After that, I think, Mike definitely need a black and mild break. I ain't going to take that away from you today.
Oh, yeah. Now I can get a black and mild break. I think I earned.
You done earned your break.
Shout out to Action. He asks, what would we feel comfortable with? No one flying? How would we know if they're not? We're not in the cockpit.
Yeah, we're not there to know if someone's there or not.
No, in the cockpit. No, I watch. I mean, I guess you're right. We don't know. It's on all. I just repeat what I was told by a pilot. We take off and we land.
An alleged pilot. We still haven't confirmed the wingman's a real pilot.
I don't know, because I mean, wingman seems pretty knowledgeable about aviation, so he might have some.
Really said no real shit. He ain't never said he ain't really said none. No, he ain't really. He ain't even used no lingo like out. Look, this is all I got. Altitude. He ain't never said altitude once. He never said altitude.
Let's see some keywords. He talked about the Mile High Club. He talked about
but I know the Mile High Club. Mile High Club is just getting your dick sucked. Like that, like he ain't never used no lingo.
He said the FAA.
Yeah, we know the FAA. Okay.
He talked about taxes. He did talk about taxes and fees.
All right,
he's talking about landing, coming in hard and strong. Landing.
Yeah, that's part of the Mile High Club. Okay, hold on. What was the one before that? He said, okay, let's put this in perspective. I'm almost in my Batman voice. I am a pilot, but I don't fly for airlines. You fly for a wingman.
Okay, so he probably
FedEx, like FedEx or UPS. So yeah.
You bringing drugs into the country, wingman?
Yeah, I was gonna say or.
Is that what you're doing, wingman? Is that what you know, wingman?
He could be in the drug game.
Leonardo DiCaprio was a pilot too. Catch Me If You Can.
Queen Born, good one.
Queen Born. Wasn't that the best movie ever? Catch Me If You Can. That was FAA. Fat ass attendant. Let's go, Kathy. Now we playing game. See? Let's play. It ain't even Friday yet. Let's play.
These comments are hilarious.
It is Friday Eve.
Jay Marie said, so he's an adult. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, everybody go follow Jay Marie Poetry. Not only does she have a clothing line, she's also a super dope poet and rapper. So make sure you go follow her. She makes me want to smoke weed. Hold up, wingman said, ha. Let's just keep it till that. What that mean?
Let me find out. You flying from Colombia to over here with he got the keys.
I ain't playing with y'all. Playtime is over. I don't know if you getting down with the getting down.
Got fuzzy.
Yo, I'll say this. This has nothing to do with anything. There's a Netflix thing called Cocaine Cowboys. Now everybody watches the original Cocaine Cowboys. But now they have like a series on Cocaine Cowboys. And I think, Jay, you would really like this. You would really like how complicated this fucking story is on Cocaine Cowboys. Willie and Sal come together, and you need to watch. I just tapped it and I said, let me just watch this. I really think the Cocaine Cowboys, we're not promoting cocaine, but in Miami, and how many years it took for this situation to actually work out. Cocaine Cowboys on Netflix right now is dope. And there's also something else that's dope on Netflix. I did that, Malice in the Palace. And there's something else. There's something else.
Well, you know, I can't watch any of those until Jay Black lets me off of this Love After Lockup binge watching thing he has put me on.
Jay, like real talk, before we go to break, you really be watching some bullshit.
Listen,
Love at the Lockup is good entertainment.
It has gotten me trapped up in this dog on Love After Lockup situation. And Mike, every time I say, I'm telling you, every time I'm like, I'm not watching no more of this bullshit, it goes next on Love After Lockup. And it just does this crazy ass teaser, and it's like, no, I gotta watch this because it can't get any stupider than this.
Jay, you be watching some bullshit, yo.
Big brother. I like my little shows. I like my shows. But yeah, we should take a break so we can come back. Our psychic should be joining us after the break.
Wait, Jay Marie said, I'm not comfortable saying Cocaine Cowboy. Okay, let's take a break. Oh, Kelly, I called you, Kelly. I called you back. Kelly. And then you called me, so don't say, you know, I live
Kelly the life after life. She said, I love she lived it or she loved it?
She said she
lived for it.
Like she lived it.
Can't wait to the next episode.
Okay. She lived for it. Okay.
All right, let's take a break, and it's gonna be a long break. Don't judge. No, you ain't gotta get judged. Jay Black watches all that bullshit. Like,
and I'm up until like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning now watching it. So yeah.
Jay. All right, let's take a break. Michael Shawn and Takeover Legend. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, y'all. Yeah.
I was always funny. I was always the funniest kid in the room, the funniest teenager in the class, and the funniest adult. Back then, I didn't even know that this would be my career. It was my protection. Funny is what got me through every trauma in my life. Every person I lost, every fight I lost, every girlfriend I lost. Funny always got me through these things. It was the one relationship that I knew I can't live without this one. I need funny. I gotta make people laugh. I gotta take away their anger so it won't be directed at me. And that relationship was so important that it literally turned into my job. And I thought, this is the end all, be all, be funny. Until I met alcohol. When I met alcohol, that relationship took over. I can only explain my relationship with alcohol like a toxic relationship. And we see it all the time. There's a person, let's just say it's a woman who has a bright smile that lights up the room, who has all the energy in the world, and everybody loves this woman, but she's in love with this toxic man that brings her nothing but pain, brings her violence, brings her this sadness that she can't compare to anything else in the world. But even though that man brings that to her, she can't find it in her mind. She can't even fathom living without this toxic person. That is my exact relationship with alcohol. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Listen, it was tough, but at the end of the day, the one thing I never wavered from, whether it's my friend, my best friend, my brother, Eddie, I never walked in front or behind. I was like, listen, I don't get whatever somebody's got to say. The one thing that has never happened throughout all of the rumors and all that stuff, nobody ever walked up to me and in my face or has ever asked or said anything crossways to me about that. They would all talk behind, but I always said a real man can come. And I've always said, if you come here in front of me talking that, and I said, if you walk away on 2 feet, I'll be whatever you want me to be.
No, the way you and Eddie were rolling, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
If somebody saw me and Jay Black, we together all the time.
all the time. I was let me tell you, when I think everybody at some point, maybe you haven't, but most people in their life, you only hope and pray and wish that you'll find and have a best friend, somebody that you'll tell and can ride or die. Listen, I never questioned anything that Eddie did or said, and all I knew and have always felt and said, because that's my brother, my road dog, I'm like, yo, let's rock. What we doing? Who do we got to go and fight? What are we doing? Never questioned anything and was like, what they said. And I remember Eddie saying one day, he said somebody was doing a joke. He was doing comedy one night, and somebody was yelling and screaming and yelling and screaming. And he told him, he said, shut up, nigga, before I knock you out with my wallet.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. Media Room 360 is Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott. Oh, Kelly already dropping comments. I love the video of you speaking. Your story, Mike, is going to change lives. We'll see. Hopefully I'll make some money off that bitch. No, I'm playing. I love the monologue. Mike, thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right.
Let's see.
Back. Shout to everybody in that video. Shout to P Skills. Shout to Pluto. Shout to everybody. Aristotle, who helped produce it. That's tight shirts. That was the one I caught a whole bunch of heat for on the radio. I'm rolling tight shirts. Laugh out loud. Thank y'all. Dexter Kendrick is coming up next. Okay.
Yes, that's our psychic. He's a psychic. He's a medium.
Yes.
And he's ready. He's ready when we're ready, Mike.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm excited. I've been waiting for this. Excited.
Psychics are fun. A psychic told Mike he was gonna have twins. Mike ain't believe it, and he had twins.
One time. All right.
And Derek, he's a psychic, a medium, and a astrologer.
Is it Derek or
Dexter? I'm sorry.
Dexter. Okay.
Yes, Dexter.
All right, let's bring him up. Psychic about to tell us everything that's going down. Mr. Dexter Kendrick is in the building. What up?
Good morning.
Nice to see you, Mike. I love the song Tight Shirts. I was over here. I was dancing. It was funny. It was
thank you. We try to have fun. All right, Dexter. This is something near and dear to Jay Black's heart. Like, you got to understand, Jay Black is 100% backing you on this.
Okay.
And that it kind of scares me, because sometimes I really don't even want to know what's about to happen. Like, I'd rather just it just happen. But we're all in with you, Dexter. Explain to everybody, what is it that you do?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Dexter Kendrick, and I am a psychic, a medium, and an astrologer. I also offer psychic development coaching, as well as horoscope education, teaching people how to write and read their own horoscopes. I've been doing this since 2001. It's always run in my family, so I'm about 20 years in this business. And yeah, I really just enjoy teaching people how, when we talk about the future as terms of psychics, we're discussing how every step that we take is leading to a background, a platform, a certain stage. And so if you change the steps that you're taking in the process of getting a reading, then you can shift how the outcome shows up. With certain exceptions, a couple exceptions to that.
And Dexter, I want to tell you honestly, the reason why it makes me nervous is because I've seen it actually happen. Like, I've had people in my family. I'll give you one example. My Uncle Domingo, who's very close to me, my grandmother, my abuela, she basically, he left and she was in tears, and it's a true story. And she was like, something's going to happen. I think he's going to get shot tonight. And I remember as a 4-year-old walking down the steps, and he got shot that night. And it was something where that's why I always say, I don't not believe, and I don't believe. I don't discredit anything. I believe this really does exist, and I never want to disrespect anything like that, because that moment, and there were other things that happened. That moment, I was like, wow, she really felt this. She felt a presence, and unfortunately, it was correct. So, how do we go about this? Like, do you ask us questions, or
you want to get on IG Live too, or no? Like, you want to do IG Live?
I'm gonna charge my phone.
Okay.
Dexter, you got your phone ready?
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, guess what? Let us know what we have to do as a team. Like, who do you want to read?
Okay.
And if you go to Jay Black first, and I'm gonna grab my phone, and then I'm gonna get the IG Live popping. So, Jay Black.
Okay.
Start off. What do we have to do?
I think I saw you. So what exactly do you? I think you need someone's their birth date, not the year, and their question and their name, something like that.
So yeah, I prefer like specific questions for like live sessions, just because it allows the movement to happen a lot faster for the audience, and I think it's a lot more entertaining if there are questions like that. And then also just the birthday. But I tuned into you, Jay Black, and also Sexy Mo before I called, because I figured you would probably ask me to tune into you. So the first thing that I saw I guess we are asking to read for Jay Black, there seems to be some kind of movement more toward working at a network. Are you interested in increasing your communication networking? Because that's happening over the next year for you. And also, when is your birthday?
My birthday is 8/26, and you said you see me working at a network.
Oh, you're not gonna say the year. You're not gonna say the year.
You don't need the year.
Yeah, I don't need to. So it's all good. So 8/26, that is Virgo, but on the cusp of Leo. So that would explain why you are kind of in media, kind of in the public eye. Even if you are nervous, you don't have any hesitation on starting up striking conversations. Your mind moves very quickly, which allows you to kind of grasp concepts and watch people's patterns, so you know what their next moves are, which allows you to be a little bit safer in terms of your moves. But playing it safe is actually not going to benefit you after December of this year, when Jupiter moves into the area of contractual obligations and partnerships with other people. So I think that you are in the process of deciding that you can expand and begin to earn a little bit more money off of doing what you love. Sound about right? You're going to notice that into next year.
Into next year. All right. So sometime after December.
Is he paranoid? Is he paranoid?
Were you looking to expand as far as
yeah. That conversations and things happen. Yes.
And Dexter, what's your IG real quick? I'm sorry. Last time I
IG is Love 911 Tarot. Please go ahead.
Love
911 Tarot. It's on the mug. If anybody needs to know, the somebody yesterday didn't know how to spell tarot. So that was one of the first things that I saw. I'm also on Instagram. On Twitter at Love911 Tarot. For those of you who are on Twitter, I do horoscopes on Twitter. So,
all right, Dexter, I'm gonna be selfish. Here we go. We're on. I'm gonna get you on IG Live. Let's see if we can get you on there. And then I'm gonna be selfish, and you're probably gonna ruin my life right now. Turn down your phone.
Yeah.
I thought I brought you in here.
You invited me. Give me a second.
Yeah. All right. Dexter Kendrick. Introduce yourself to IG Live as medium, psychic, and what was the other stuff?
Psychic, medium, astrology, Dexter Kendrick. Let me turn my phone down so we don't get any feedback.
And I seen him do tarot cards too. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is the card that came up for you. As you can see, it's the 7 of Cups, which indicates relationships. But this is networking. This is you increasing your territory by connecting with individuals who are moving in the same direction as you.
Okay.
So
all
right. Doing some connections with people who are on TV.
Oh, I lost you, Mike.
Oh, okay. Let's do it again. Because Jay Black fell off again, as usual.
Wait, it's only could be 4, so y'all good. Y'all good.
So Sexy Mo, shall I tell you what I saw?
Hello, I'm excited. I was excited for you to come on today.
I'm happy and excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. One of the things that Spirit was telling me to say, as far as you were concerned, is not to give up on your love and relationship life. There seems to be some thinking about movement, and I am seeing a proposal and engagement coming up for you. But for whatever reason, it's like there's some things happening behind the scenes, just in terms of how you might feel about your love life. And if you can see back here, is the dialogue about it. You see the dead otter here. It just kind of looks like you might feel like it's dead or stagnant, or it's not moving in the direction that you want. But just before you give up, because it's called the upside down, just before you leave, somebody shows up and blows your mind.
Ooh, Shawnee. So does that mean that I need to invoke my bridesmaid, my potential bridesmaid?
Yeah, I would start making a list. I don't know how long the engagement lasts. Engagements last longer these days.
Right.
But yeah, I'm seeing a proposal. That was the first thing that I saw.
You're seeing a proposal for Mo?
For me?
You Wingman just shouted you out.
Unless you're already married.
No, I'm not. I'm not married.
But she's in a serious relationship, so that's
Yeah. So I was going to say, in which case, we're talking about a revival right now. And movement forward. When is your birthday?
September the 15th. I am well into Virgo season.
Virgo, I swear, all my best friends are in Virgos. I love just Virgo. The Virgo energy is just so real. I love it. One of the things that I'll say is, as we're moving forward right now, let me take a look here. Right now, Mars is in Virgo. So right now, you might be finding that you might be a little bit more irritable in terms of thinking about the future, things that may not be panning out or moving as quickly as possible. Whenever Mars comes to a sign, right now it's traveling through Virgo until September 14th, which is your birthday, around your birthday, right? Is your birthday 14th? You just said 14th?
No, that's Nas's birthday. My birthday is September 15th.
15th, sorry. All my best friends are between the 14th and 16th, yes. So the numbers become a jumble. Yes. But what I'm saying is that you'll notice that you're putting some things in place and wanting a little bit more concrete dialogue about where things are going. You'll be noticing that more come Sunday when Venus, planet of relationships, relating, and cooperation, moves into Libra, which is in the area of your horoscope in terms of kind of what are we doing here. That's going to be a short-lived transit, but into next year, I'm seeing this relationship moving forward. Full blast.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So, Mo, you could be married very soon.
Wow.
Shawnee, I tried to get you on the IG Live.
It won't I can't even get your page. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I don't know.
All right.
So I don't know if that's this year or next year. Just that was the last piece that came to me.
All right. That's interesting because Mo has, she told us about certain situations, but we didn't know she was that close to being married. Because
it may not look that way this time, actually, from what I'm seeing here. It probably doesn't feel that way at all.
It doesn't feel what? What doesn't feel what?
It may not be feeling like it's moving toward marriage at this time.
Oh, so she might get caught by surprise? Is that what you're saying? Or it may not?
Yeah, but the energy over the number 5 is not only surprise, but spontaneity. So there's some kind of a spontaneous movement where this comes. It's not something planned, which is something that Mo might be looking for, how to kind of see how things are going, but this is not something that's been planned.
Wow. All right, well, let's do it. March 2nd is my birthday. I'm a Pisces.
And while Mike is getting ready to get his reading, if you guys want to read and just put your direct question, your birthday, and just the first name, Dexter.
Yeah, I don't even need the name. The name shows up in the chat, but just the birthday and the question. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Really helpful.
Oh, he gonna shuffle the cards too. Oh boy. All right.
I had something for
Oh,
you.
he doing the whole thing on here.
I had something for you.
I thought he had like notes on us, like he had researched us.
No, I didn't. I just tuned in to IG Live and said, "Oh, okay, him, and her." Let me do something real quick. So the first thing, Mike, that tuned in, I did get something from you, and it ended up being about clothes, which is kind of interesting because then that video about tight shirts showed up, but the movement forward is indicating either A, that you are moving to, looking to create some kind of merchandise, or are you buying clothes? Is there some kind of spending happening coming up for you? This number 4 of cups says there's some kind of a startup. You always discuss clothing, or was that just kind of one of us, like a spoof? Because that was the thing that showed up before I even tuned into your show.
I mean, I guess I can say, you said there's a startup. They could be a startup.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a startup. There's definitely a startup within the last few days. There's been a startup of things that are happening.
Yeah,
like rapidly. So there is a startup, and clothes is something like I've had to fall back on buying clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, clothes is something. But there's definitely a startup.
Significant one for you, actually. That seems to span, and there seems to be a significant turning point for you come February. This number 4 of cups here says that it ends up being like quite lucrative, actually. Also, you seem to be doing like a tour. Are you planning on traveling? You have some travel dates coming up yet? It's on its way.
Yeah. There's some traveling going on. There's a few shows going on. There'll be some traveling.
You see these different cups here. This is money. This is the bag, and these are your hands going to get it, right? The octopus has 8 hands, so you're not just going to be having with income. And as we move toward December, and Jupiter planet of gifts, luck, and opportunity comes back into Pisces, where for the next year or so, not only you but also your wallet is going to be increasing. But these are opportunities, so nothing's going to make it happen for you. You're going to have to actually go and get it. And right now, between now and September 14th, while Mars is traveling through Virgo, you have the courage to start saying yes to things that you might be nervous about. Have you been visited by nervousness yet?
Yeah. All the time. But yeah, like recently, there's been nervousness. Yeah. You're right about that.
Opportunities that you don't take now won't come around for another 12 years. You got another decade before you kind of window of opportunity and come up financially for you, that you have the opportunity to go and get. You'll notice that people come out of the woodwork, people, places, circumstances, opportunities kind of find you, things that could not miss you, which means that you have good fortune. Right now, we have this movement backward into Jupiter, moving backward into Aquarius, in the area of your horoscope associated with how you might get in your own way. So right now, you're being faced with kind of how you may have played the game previously when you were at a different level. And the prayers that you've been sending up about increase are now happening. And so now you're being faced with showing up or shutting up between now and December.
That makes sense. I mean, I actually have an Instagram post where I put a few weeks ago, the hardest thing about life is getting out your own way, which is kind of weird that you said that.
Totally. And right on time. And one of the beauties about astrology is we discuss timing. And I just wrote a horoscope yesterday that sometimes spirit doesn't use a straight line to get us to our outcome. So we have to really understand that in certain concepts, especially man-made concepts, going from A to B makes sense to us, but that's not necessarily how spirit moves. And so making sure we're saying yes to things that speak to our heart is the best way to know if we're on the right track.
So that was my question that I was gonna have. Is it I'm a cynical person. So is it now that I'm supposed to be saying yes to things and believing that they're going to happen instead of saying, well, this is probably not going to work out. So,
well, but think about that. This is one of the things that's important to understand about when you talk to a psychic. A psychic is telling you how you're creating your future. When you say, oh, it's never going to happen, I'm never going to get married, I'm never going to blow up, this person is full of shit, right? Unless you've done your homework and they literally have no track record, right? Where is the faith? So your faith is being challenged. Where can you realize that you saying, I'm going to recognize the opportunities that are going to take me where I'm headed next, even if it's out of the line of order that I thought it should show up in. That's when you're listening to your higher power and your heart. And this is where we're all psychic. But it's when we say, yeah, but that doesn't make sense. I shouldn't be getting, this person shouldn't be calling me from a TV network when I was looking to increase on radio. That's when we start to get in our own way, because we're not intuiting anymore. The idea and dialogue around genius and spontaneous inspiration or divine inspiration comes when we stop needing it to make sense and just recognize that something has spoken to our heart, someone has shown up, some opportunity has arisen that we haven't had previously. If you've had it previously, then of course you have a little bit more knowledge. But the things we're skeptical about is the things, the upgrades that the universe is trying to send us. We don't have a frame of reference. So the first thing we fall back on is history. And our history is that you haven't been as far as you're trying to go. So you don't know what's behind door number 1, 2, or 3.
Mm-hmm. So, and then we can move on. And so I have a bad habit, and everybody says this to try and be cool. My circle gets smaller. My circle of people that are around me gets smaller. Now, I hate to put pressure on Shawnee. The only person that hasn't been in my circle, I've met Shawnee, and she's introduced me to more people. And literally, I'm not open to more people. But these people have been so kind and so genuine that I've almost gone out my comfort zone. And it's like every time I think, oh well, this ain't gonna be like.
Sorry. It's a text message.
Oh, I thought that was Jay. But my thing is like, is there a certain point where you have to go out, not just outside your comfort zone, but outside your norm? Is that something that I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are moments in time when life is going to show up as more challenging, and those are growth intensive periods, right? We can also take a look at our life theme. So when somebody tells you their birthday in terms of astrology, what they're telling you is, this is what I'm here to learn about myself. So when somebody says that they're a Pisces, they're here to learn about how to believe in faith. And because it means that challenge is harder for people under the Pisces theme. There'll be times when they believe in people and those people betray them. There'll be times when they believe in people and those individuals don't live up to the hype. So belief is something they have to work against, because as we grow and mature, we need challenges to overcome. So we have to learn how to still believe in opportunity, still believe that the outcome will be positive. When we talk to people who are born under the Virgo, when somebody says I'm born with the sun in Virgo, it means they're learning how to develop competency and learning how to ask for what they deserve in terms of their skill set. Virgo is often associated with the holy prostitute who would sell herself in exchange for offerings and tithes in Greco-Roman cathedrals. But she knew her worth. And so whenever we have Virgo in the horoscope as the person born under that sign, their desire is to figure out what they're good at and then share it with the rest of the world. And also to charge what they're worth, meaning to give energy and only receive energy in exchange to what their work output is. And asking and being demanding in that way is something that's a challenge for Virgo. And Libra is really.
All right, so can you break down the signs? Okay, I'll start with me, then we'll go to Jay, then we'll go to Mo, then we'll go to Shawnee. Can you break down as a Pisces? Working. Oh, you're working?
No, the man is talking to me in here.
Oh, okay. So as a Pisces, describe what being March 2nd on a Pisces, because I know it depends on the month and what part of the Pisces, close to Aquarius. Like break down a Pisces person, a Pisces man.
Okay, so I mean, we just discussed like the Pisces life theme, right? Is believing in other people, but one of the gifts of Pisces is an increased level of sensitivity. So they're moved by subtle movements and energy, which allows them to read the room. And oftentimes they can look past what other people might see as a turnoff because they see what's beneath or behind it, which gives them powers to be able to kind of see into another individual. The challenge with Pisces, men and women, is that they can project the person's potential onto who's in front of them instead of looking at who's exactly in front of them, and that can lean them into making a lot of bad decisions in life. Pisces is the 12th incarnation of the soul. There's only 12. Pisces is the hardest challenge to incarnate for those of us who believe in souls, to incarnate here on this planet, because it's the most mature. It understands what really matters in life, and so they can come into circumstances where they have to sacrifice everything, leave circumstances, relationships, family members, jobs, etc., and have to start over, because the life theme is about surrendering to the universe and recognizing it'll take care of you.
All right, Mo, what's your sign?
Virgo.
Oh, you and Jay. Wait, Jay, what sign are you?
I'm Virgo, but yeah, I'm
but
the
he's
20.
on that. He in between.
I'm late August. She's middle
in
September.
between.
Yeah. So
does that matter, Dexter? The in between thing, does that matter?
It does. So so one of the things we have to understand is that the signs are really just constellations in the sky, right? If you download an app that shows you constellations, you can see Capricorn, you can see Virgo. It might be over your house right now, right? In fact, it might be Libra is probably over your house today because the Libra is the moon. But the point I'm saying is they move, they shift into each other. And so each sign in succession has all the traits of the signs that came before it. So Pisces, Virgo is the 6th sign of the zodiac. So it also includes qualities of, what comes before Virgo? It also includes qualities of Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, right? So those 5 signs before it. But so when we're born on the cusp, right at the end of Leo and the beginning of Virgo, we're taking both dialogues. So the life theme of Leo is learning how to find one's joy and not let anyone steal it, right? And learning how to be excited about life, learning how not to let go of our optimism because adulthood can teach us cynicism. And then Virgo, the energy that you share, Jay Black, is the dialogue where we take what we believe about ourselves, the best potential, highest potential we have about ourselves, what makes us happy, what we're passionate about, and we actually make it real. We're not just telling people our ideas and giving lip service to something that's never going to happen. We're also making it happen. We're also taking steps to make it happen, and being careful about who we share that information with at the same time. So
who hasn't been? Go ahead, Dexter.
You gotta get Shawnee in there.
Yeah. So Shawnee, I'm sorry. Well, so okay, who am I going to next? I was going to
Shawnee. Go with Shawnee.
All right.
So my birthday is November 9th. I am a Scorpio.
So the Scorpio life theme is all about all of the watery signs, which is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. All of them are learning about how to be vulnerable, but in different ways. Life is teaching them how to be vulnerable in different ways. So the way that life teaches Cancer to be vulnerable is by showing up in terms of family and people that we get close to. Closeness becomes a challenging life theme, getting close to others. When we come to Scorpio, the dialogue around intimacy, the relationships that we've chosen that are outside of our family scenario, our friends, our lovers, our partners, those are where we have to learn how to be vulnerable. And because the sun represents, it's the most challenging, one of the most challenging planets in our horoscope, it means that vulnerability is something that initially gets abused because we don't know how to use it and when to use it. And so then the life theme of Scorpio becomes learning how much vulnerability to have as we move through life, how much to trust other people, and also how to let go of circumstances where we didn't come out the winner. Since there's a Martian or Mars-like energy in Scorpio where rejection or betrayal and those type of things can really go deep-seated and cause internal organ issues over time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, what's your relationship with anger? How do you manage anger and frustration, Shawn?
Oh, she not good with that shit.
That's what he picked up on. He picked up on it. He picked up on that.
Yeah, I'm not good with that. Like I even had to take an anger management class. So yeah, I have to stop and think because I give a lot, and so when I do that and people go the wrong way, then I got some issues. Yeah, working on that.
Anger is transformative, and anger is really just a request turned upside down. So when we're angry, it's because we're not getting something that we want, and asking ourselves what we want. They teach people in customer service this, right? Don't just complain for 15 minutes. What is it that will make you happy? And so if you can answer that yourself, then wow, you just changed your world. That's transformative. So the power and the process of Scorpio is transformation. So transforming and channeling our energy of things we have no control over into what we can control. And that's how Scorpio controls the universe. I will also recommend, if you're having issues with anger, that you can't let go of if you find that yourself in that space, to eat some orange foods. So there'll be oranges, grapefruits. You can use orange peppers. That helps to nourish the second chakra, which is that of control, and it sits right in front of our kidneys and genitalia. This is where we kind of have transformative power. So just red.
Oranges.
Go ahead, Shawnee. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Does it matter if they're fresh oranges or
if they're edible? I think they'll do the job.
Okay. Yeah.
Dexter, and do you believe in soulmates, or do you believe that there's certain signs that should be together that actually like are more fluid and stuff like that? Number one, do you believe in soulmates?
I do, but I don't think that the conversation around how soulmates work is well known. Soulmates are individuals who are contracted with us to come into our life at a certain time, but a soulmate does not have to be a partner. A soulmate can be your parents. A soulmate can be a cab driver, an Uber driver, a flight attendant. A soulmate can be somebody who helps you fulfill your contract by dropping a word, a gem, by dropping something for you, showing you some kindness, doing something that opens a door for you. And then those people have a tendency to be a little bit short-lived, unless it's our parents, right, or people that we're already connected to. Sometimes it can be a spouse, but the karmic lessons that are involved in soulmate dialogues are lessons that pull us out of ourselves and challenge us. So the soulmate dialogue is not just a sense of ease, it just is a sense of it being the right timing. How many people have talked to people who've been in marriages or relationships where the relationship might be challenging, but the person says there's still something here? Whereas you might have relationships that have no arguments whatsoever, and they have no intimacy. They don't even want to touch or be around each other. And yet to the outside world, it's flowing. So the dialogue around flowing, as far as spirit is concerned, is not concerned with how we dress up our relationships on the outside. It's concerned with the spiritual growth and progression that's happening behind closed doors, which is actually personal. Even your partner doesn't know how deeply they're affecting you unless you say it. But even once you say it, they can't feel what you're feeling. Your experience, even in a relationship, is still your own. Soulmates help to make sure you're still on the right path. So that's the first thing about soulmates. As far as sign compatibility, astrology says a couple different things. In terms of signs that might find relative ease, that would be signs that are of the same element as you. So for water, that'd be another Cancer or another Pisces, or excuse me, a Cancer, a Pisces, or Scorpio. Those three intermingling would have a vibration. But the most harmonious aspects actually have the greatest tendency to become boring and stale because there's not enough stress or pressure for the other person to push them forward. Now, there are other things that go into our birth charts, like other planets, that can increase that. So I think, once again, people have to use part when they're choosing a partner, and the partner that you choose is, and Judge Judy says this all the time, you picked them. You picked the challenge or the lesson that's coming down the pipe through this person, and we don't often know what we're working with until we're in partnership and somebody pulls it out of us.
So, I have a question. Okay. So when we're talking about signs aligning in relationships, what's the best partner for the Virgo?
So Virgo will know. They have a magnetic connection to Pisces.
No way.
Virgo will find that they have a magnetic connection with Pisces, so the Pisces will either draw them in or repulse them because they are polar opposite, which basically means that Pisces has all the lessons that Virgo came here to master. Literally, and the opposite is true. So another good sign, sometimes people will say, if you want a person who's going to open up doors for you, that would be a recommendation for Virgo to deal with somebody who is a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, right?
Wait, you said a Pisces would be good for Mo?
for opportunity and excitement. Somebody who's going to come.
Well, Michael Shawn, you have brought me many opportunities and excitement.
No, that's true. That's true. Okay, yes. All right, that makes sense.
We got a lot of questions. So see if we can get to some of these for the listeners. But before we put up the first one, you also a medium, so that means you connect with our loved ones that may have moved on.
Yes. Yep.
Are you feeling anything with any one of us right now, with any loved one that's trying to come out right now and say anything?
I hadn't tuned into that portion of my psyche this morning.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Okay. Mike Shawn, did there seems to be some kind of I don't know if this is a mom or a grandmom Is your mom still with us?
Yes.
Okay. And how about your grandmother?
No.
Okay. So once again, she said mom. So that's why I'm just kind of like, all right, give me a second. All right, so I'm curious. There seems to be some kind of, in terms of like growing up, as far as your grandma. Did you hang out at your grandmother's house? Was she's showing me herself in the kitchen? So I'm just curious if cooking was like for her, and it looks like it's a big deal because she also seems to be wearing an apron, at least in the visualization that she's giving me right now. So I'm just curious: was cooking something that was humongous for her? Did you hang out at her house?
Yeah. I had both my grandmothers, but I lived upstairs from one of my grandmothers, my mom's mom. So she babysitted me most of the time. I would go downstairs. It was a 3-family home.
Did you go in the refrigerator without asking permission? She's saying you always did stuff without asking permission.
Yeah. I'm the prince. I'm the prince of the city. Like I'm the firstborn, and I'm Puerto Rican. So yeah, I was out.
Whatever. Yeah, and she said she's also saying that she feels like she indulged you, but she loves you so much. You guys seem to have a closeness together. She's also showing me you like sitting on her lap. Did she sing too? She's showing me her singing. Maybe she sang or hummed.
She would play music.
Okay, all right. She's showing me her singing gives me an indication that she's not belting out anything, but that sound was something that she pretty much enjoyed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's wanting me to say that she loves you and there's big things coming for you. Be on the lookout for February.
February. He said that. Yeah. That's okay.
All right. So let's try to get to some of these.
Is there any way we can speed that up? Like, is there anything is there a twist that you could do that and make that October? Oh, real quick. What sign is in December?
There's 2 signs. So Sagittarius starts November 22nd and ends on December 21st. And then Capricorn begins December 21st or 22nd and ends January 19th.
And then we'll go to all the questions. Is Gemini just a myth that Geminis are just 2 different people? Like they got 2 different, like, because my fiance is a Gemini, and she's pretty much the same person all the time.
Shout out to Stacy.
Like Stacy's pretty much the same person all the time. But the Gemini thing, like she's super. I'm not gonna give you info because I'm not gonna give it. Just tell me about Geminis.
Well, Geminis have a nervous quality to them, and that's because they're always thinking. So they like to observe what you're doing and have their opinions. But what's interesting is they're so witty. Sometimes their opinions come out really dry, and sometimes they can cut, right? Sometimes they're cutting. And the 90-degree angle between Pisces and Gemini says that there could be a good amount of friction, which actually propels you forward. But there could be a good amount of friction at times that really just gets under your skin, like, oh my God. And that's because the movement of Gemini and Pisces are at a 90-degree hard angle, which is irreconcilable differences. But we have power couples whenever we have those kind of dialogues, when we have Capricorn and Libra, Cancer and Aries, when we have Virgo and Gemini, when we have Virgo and what's the other one? It's not coming to me right away. But nonetheless, those dialogues move us because we have to tap into our power to deal with our partner. And our partner also, by the way they're living, inspires us. But the Gemini dialogue is really just being able to see things from 2 sides of the same coin, which is similar to the Virgo scales, right? Being able to make an offer, do deals and dealings with other individuals because they understand what's in it for them. Gemini is more concerned with watching how you think and classifying or quantifying whether you're smart, stupid, lazy. This is the Gemini capability is the 3rd incarnation of the soul associated with the child. And it means that when children first start to speak, that's black, that's tall, that's blue, that's funny, that's stupid. So Gemini uses language sometimes without emotion, which can really tick off Pisces, who wants it to come from the heart a lot of times, or wants to tune into how they're feeling when they're saying something. Don't just dismiss it. So Gemini can see Pisces as being a bit needy at times, and Pisces can see Gemini as being heartless sometimes.
So do you have, I know you said you have to tap into your median. Do you have anyone for me?
Give me a moment. So there's a male, and it feels like it feels like it's a father figure. Were you hoping to tap in with some kind of a male? I'm curious, somebody.
A father figure?
Yeah, this person is saying father to me, so I'm just curious. Is there a father?
Oh, my dad is passed. I don't know if that's for Mo, whoever's trying to tell. I know.
Okay, give me a second. So he's showing me some kind of a fancy car with like really shiny wheels. Tell me, Jay Black, did your dad have like a car that he took care of and kept really nice? I'm seeing that there seems to be some aspect around the wheels that seem to be really.
My papa was a Rolling Stone. If he did, I don't know.
My granddad did. My granddad had Cadillacs all the time, and
there we go.
So maybe shinies,
and he always stayed on me about keeping my car a certain way. He always checked my car. He always checked my tire. Even when he got real old, he would still come out and look at my car.
Yeah, he saw me because I'm seeing tires, and I'm like, why am I seeing tires on like the front of the car and making it really shiny? Also, was he always like dressed up? He seems to, or he's just prepared. He's showing himself as being kind of in a suit, and the creases is so tough that it could stand up in the corner by itself.
When he stepped out, whenever he didn't go out much, he would, but like how we sent him off for the funeral, he was really sharp. It was something that he would have really liked.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. So he's saying that he always loved you, and he appreciated the respect that you gave him as he was aging. For some reason, that really mattered a lot to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there seems to be, so once again, he's tapping into some of your anger with regard to I don't know. Do you have a tendency to get angry with men?
Yep, because that's my dad's dad. So my grandfather stood in the gap for my dad.
He's saying you have to let go of your anger with men because it seems to be coloring some of the other opportunities that you've let pass by you in the past. But he's also saying that maturity is something that comes with age, and you hit a really amazing stride at age 46. Which I assume you're not 46 yet.
Not yet.
At 40, which means that the best is really yet to come. And also, I want to say to Sexy Mo, Shawnee, Sexy Mo, that when we ask loved ones to show up, and especially in a group session like this, people's loved ones kind of push their way to the front, and so a medium has to decide who they're talking to. And if somebody kind of moves, if you notice, you watch any of the other great mediums, they kind of pick people from the audience because the loved ones kind of dictate the energy. So, so I didn't when that was the first person that showed up, so I wasn't intentionally like neglecting you.
So when
I'm neglecting all these callers, Mike, all these listeners. Go ahead.
What is listen? Go ahead.
I mean, I just want to get there's several comments on it. I don't know if he could just quickly just hit on a couple of people.
Jazz Hassa said on Instagram, she's been very vocal. She said that she is looking for her soulmate, and she's a water sign.
But she got to put her birth date in there. But for now,
Dexter, I can still answer it. What are you doing? Y'all tell me.
Go ahead, you can answer what Mo just said for Jazz since she got the IG.
She's an Aquarius. She wants to know her sign, her love mate sign.
Oh, she wants to know her love mate's sign?
Yeah, she says I need to find my soulmate. I'm an Aquarius.
Well, honestly, telling you a sign is going to be irrelevant because you're going to think everybody from that sign could be the one, and turn off kind of your paying attention. But I
January 24th. She said January 24th.
She was Aquarius, and there is somebody next coming into your world that's significant in the movement of your love life coming in April. But this number 10 of Cups turned upside down is saying that for whatever reason, emotionally, you guys don't get to the altar. You can take a look at the card yourself and do your own interpretation. But this doesn't look like, but because it's turned upside down, it doesn't look like you make it there. And that's why I'm saying that there looks like there's something else happening for you between now and 2023. So it is important that you continue to date. The number 7 of Wands is saying also use your heart and your intuition to understand when something sticks, right? I'm using my animal spirit guide tarot deck because you can see, and this is a skunk card. So not everybody, this 7 of Wands indicates how hard you're looking for, a person to be the one. Not everybody qualifies for the assignment, right? Many are called, but the chosen are few. I think you'll notice in April, there's somebody who comes into your world, but just put them through the regular warm-ups of relationship, get to know them and see how they function in different scenarios. And that is going to lead you to who you're trying to line up with, which I don't see coming until about 2022, 23, like beginning of 23.
All right, let's try to rapid fire and get like a couple of these listeners in. So Kelly got a 8-2. She want to know if her right direction for her business.
All right, Kelly, one of the things that's happening for you is you're sitting around doing a lot of thinking, but you're not taking enough action, right? Mars is, did she say 8-2? So that's Leo. So as Mars is moving through the area of your horoscope associated with Virgo, don't worry about the money initially. There seems to be a dialogue around money and how to get money. Start initially paying attention to how you can start giving away things for free and creating traction. This reclaim card turned upside down is saying that, well, you won't be able to see it. This reclaim card turned upside down is really saying that there's an energy coming over top of you where you're kind of doing things regardless of what other people say. So I know you might be having to fight either telling people or people who may not believe in you, but this Get Curious card is saying that things begin to shift for you around November. But the first thing you have to do is focus on your game plan, and the money does follow later, but you do have to begin creating material that engages people first.
All right, just jump into Mark real quick. So Mark is 8-3, and he wants to know, is this photography coming to replace his full-time job?
Next May, you have an opportunity. There's Chariot card showing up here next May. If you do the work between now and then. Also, your birthday is August 3rd. Pisces. Pisces in your horoscope is right on the area of other people's money and transactions. So I would get ready and create a business bank account so you can keep your money, your business and personal separate. Next May.
Mark, this is actually action. 10-10, starting a new business. Action is a good friend to the show. Is he starting a new business? It's a good thing, bad thing?
Sure, give me a second. October 10th is Libra. Right now, you're going to have some amazing dialogues. If you maximize on the connections that you're going to have starting on Sunday, I noticed that there's some connections that are going to be increasing for you. And also lighten up a little bit. There's this dialogue around making sure you're not getting taken for a ride. That's one of the challenges of Libra, feeling like they're too nice or like people try to take advantage of them. Don't feel that way. This full card sitting over top of you is that you're supposed to take a leap. Right now is actually an opportunity for you to take a leap and to make some decisions later. You don't have to sign any long-term contracts because this movement of Venus is short-lived. Also, this Page of Pentacles showing up here is the dialogue around money. Once again, you guys, if you're doing something that you're passionate about, money ends up showing itself. Last year, I started doing lives just randomly from my living room, and now it's a full-time job. I started in March of 31st, and now I'm working full-time. Never expected that was going to happen. So follow your heart. Don't necessarily follow the money. Money can be, a lot of people with money who ain't happy.
On IG Live.
Oh, go ahead.
On IG Live, Miss Karma 82 said 9/23 will be in a committed relationship with a Gemini 6/15. I guess they're trying to ask if that's going to be something that's going to work out or not.
And her birthday is 9/15, so she's a Virgo?
She's 9/23. The Gemini is 6/15.
Okay, cool. Libra and Gemini, 2 air signs. And she wants to know, is she going to be in a relationship with the Gemini? Yes?
Yeah, will I be in a committed relationship with the Gemini? Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like you guys are headed there, at least for a try. But for whatever reason, there's an energy that shifts over your relationship. So we see this number 10 here. You guys are going down the rabbit hole. I see that showing up in about 2 months, around October, because you continue to move down that opportunity. But the star card indicates that you guys may not be the best together as a partnership. You guys have a lot of different values, and you might find that it starts to try to diminish kind of your full expression of yourself. So I think that this ends up being short-lived. You guys might be better as friends, but you'll find out where the treasure and the sweet spot is for you two, starting in October.
Well, hey, you might just have a bunch of good orgasms. That's always good. That's always good. That's always good. You can't be mad at. Go ahead, Shawnee. What was your question?
So I got a question. Like, how do you when they give you we give you our birthday, do you just pick a card? Like, you shuffle them, but how do the cards just fall? And like, how do you know to turn it up or turn it if it's upside down, or how does that work?
Yeah. Good. So one of the things I'll say about the cards, most psychics don't. I also am a tarot reader, but most psychics don't need cards. So I don't need cards. I didn't need cards when I tuned into you guys. I turn over cards after I get a hit, and a hit is getting information from my spirit guide, and then asking for clarifying dialogue so that I can speak smoothly to you, so it's not disjointed. I'm not waiting on another image, right? So when we turn over the cards don't have any psychic powers themselves, right? They're images that give us an indication about a story. So whenever you turn over cards, if any of you ever buy a deck, you just turn over the card and let the card tell you a story. Now, you do have to spend some time with the cards to find out what stories are on each card, but the stories change depending on who's in front of you. So when I turn over a card that's upside down, it really just means there's the reverse of what I see showing up here, or that the person is going back to get this energy from somebody or a circumstance.
And I've been known to go back to get some energy. But listen up. All right. Love _me_hate me 281. The The first date is 5/16. I want to know, where is my relationship going with this man? His birthday is 6/5.
All right, so we have 5/16 is Taurus, and we have somebody with June 5th, which is Gemini, and they want to know where the relationship is going with this guy. Give me a second. Okay, well, you guys are living together, so I don't know if you're already living together or if there's a dialogue around movement together. But the interesting thing is, for whatever reason, it seems to be you who's trying to accelerate this relationship forward. This number 8 of Wands is saying you seem to be getting a good amount of pushback. So I think that either the move together or he's traveling to see you, because this Chariot card indicates some level of movement. Either he's traveling to see you, like doesn't live near, or you guys are discussing moving in together. But I'm seeing him on your furniture. So he's hanging out at your place more and more. And I think that you're interested in what it means. And number 8 means, how do we take what we're doing right now and transform it into something better? So it seems like you want more. But this number 8 turned upside down, it doesn't look like he's moving at the same pace as you. So if there's still value in the relationship, you would have to ask yourself, what does it matter in terms of proximity, or what does it matter in terms of title for you, and why does it matter? Be able to share your concerns with your partner. But that's what I see showing up here. It just looks like you're getting pushback on this movement, but it doesn't look like it breaks you up. It does look like you try to use that as a weapon, though, around December or the holidays. So be careful. Do it after he buys your gifts.
So if they want a reading, go. Well, you know what? I promised my sister that I was going to get her in. I don't even know what her question was. So Jeanette Bush is she's January 23rd. I guess love. What do you see for Jeanette? January 23rd, love wise, or whatever you see.
One of the biggest things showing up with Jeanette as far as love is concerned is there seems to be some trust issues. This is the trust card, but not only that, there's a movement around like taking care of herself. I think that the key is that she seems to be doing it in a bit of rebellion against previous scenarios, like she feeling like she doesn't need other people. But no man is an island. I mean, I think it's important for us to remember that human beings require and desire connection. So just because we may have had experiences that left a bad taste in our mouth does not mean that we should shut down. Shutting down is actually unhealthy. It indicates that you're not living. So she should just keep her heart open as far as her love life is concerned.
Gosh, like it's tons and tons and tons of
So if there's anybody I didn't get to, there's a link on my Instagram to book me. Book me at $1 or $2 a minute, and I'd love to talk to anyone who I couldn't talk to today.
Who is compatible for a Pisces sexually? Not saying that Stacy's not. I'm just saying hypothetically. Is there or not? No. Y'all not messing up my life.
Listen.
I'm just saying, do signs have like sexual like compatibility where you're like a Scorpio should be knocking down a Leo or something like that? So I'm just using me as the host of the show, a Pisces.
Yeah.
Sexually, who would be the like, I don't even care about you, but it's an amazing.
So Pisces would get along really well with like a Leo, because they are like adventurous and imaginative, and it can just also just be sex. It can be sloppy, nasty kind of creative sex. We think about Leo's life theme is that of the creative. So we think about painters, how their clothes look, right? But they're doing something they enjoy, and you can clean it up later. Also for Pisces, Virgo would be really, really passionate, just because as an earth sign, they tend to be really in touch with their bodies. And when somebody allows them to feel comfortable, the confidence that comes out of them is something that people on the outside world don't see. Generally, in fact, they can surprise a lot of people behind closed doors. So the energy between Pisces and Virgo is automatically magnetic. Scorpio and Cancer might be the same, but that's more about making love. If you're really just looking to clap the cheeks, you're probably looking for somebody that's an air sign or a fire sign. Although a fire sign typically, especially for Pisces, who can have a tendency to create attachments, might find that they feel kind of rejected in some way after the fact. So. We can sleep with anybody from any sign. It's just going to give us. It's when you go to the vending machine, what flavor do you want, right? So it's really about flavors, because you're not doing relationship work; you're doing sex work.
Yeah, I you need somebody to blow your back out. So what's the blow the back out sign?
For who? For Virgo?
For Virgo,
I would probably say
you said
Taurus.
Pisces is good, but who else?
I would probably say Taurus. Because Taurus has a tendency to be physically exploratory. Taurus is associated with the second stage of the incarnation of the soul, which is the toddler. And toddlers put everything in their mouth. If they just So
wow.
there's the senses. There's sound. We're beginning to respond to sound now.
Yes.
We're beginning to speak a little bit. We're beginning to want to touch and explore everything with our mouth.
So it's the Taurus that has the oral fixation.
Somebody has a lot of noise going on.
It's the Taurus sign that has the oral fixation.
So
let's get Ashley in, Mike, because she hit back again. She wanted to make sure this got into. So Ashley is definitely a supporter to the show. So 819, she want to know, are my sons going to be all right moving forward after the loss of their father?
Give me a second. So you said both of your sons, so I'm gonna answer this as a collective just so we can get to as many questions as possible during the time we have left. One of the things here is it's going to be important for them to have a schedule. Right now, especially with summer schedule, there's a lot of thinking that seems to be going on as far as both of them concerned. They're going to need a bit of a schedule and something that allows them to kind of have something concrete to do with their time. You can see the Capricorn card here and the Gemini card showing up here. Both of these are dialogues around how to get ourselves out of our head and doing something with our body, which indicates that we're taking steps forward daily. So it does look like there's a good amount of sadness and depression, which is normal, and that will pass. But if there's no schedule, especially hopefully school is starting soon, if there's no schedule, it really can create too much space for grief. And grief is supposed to move, especially right now as we move to fall. That is the height of the season of grief and sadness. So we're more sensitive to those emotions right now. So you want to make sure that you're nourishing that by doing something fun or having some kind of a schedule.
A quick question for you, Dexter. In your personal life, when you meet somebody, how do you incorporate all this stuff? Do you go like, wait a second, nah, you're 6'12". I don't mess with 6'12". I really need an 8'15". I need an 8'15" bitch right now, like 8'15" bitch, or whatever, like whatever you're into. I don't know your sexual orientation, so I don't want to assume anything in 2021. But do you use this for your own personal life?
I do ask everybody their sign. Does anybody that I meet, just in any arena, and I'll just find that I click well with Virgos. I click well with Cancers. If there's ever I come across a male in any kind of social setting that I just want to automatically slap the shit out of, I know that he's probably a Leo. So I just noticed that
okay.
I vibe with some signs better than I vibe with other signs. And I think we all can find that. I mean, if you just do some homework and just find out, in conversation what somebody's sign is, you'll notice a trend because our horoscope is multifaceted and allows for a number of differences. So we're not just our sun sign. The sun sign is really just the tip of the iceberg.
And you said something, when you were talking, you said something at the end. You were like, Pisces get attached. Why do Pisces get so attached?
So Pisces, as the last and final kind of incarnation of the soul, is more sensitive to the needs of a partner. So when Pisces gets attached, they also get attached to the functioning as a unit. Pisces is also associated with kind of how we are when we're still in the mother's womb. So the Pisces has to fight codependency. So there's issues with dependency on other people, and Pisces is looking to fuse romantically, sexually, mentally, etc., with their partner. So that's typically what we're seeing, and Pisces has to learn how to control it. So once again, when we talk about the sensitivity, we're not talking about sensitivity out of control. We're talking about learning how to control who to open up to and how to take it back. Pisces can have a tendency to be able to put themselves in other people's shoes, which can make it challenging for them to take the energy back because it feels like they're robbing themselves in some way.
All right, Shawn, did you have a question?
Yeah. So how do you? Because you were on the thread when I put it out there. What we were looking for the show, and all the church folk jumped on me and called me the devil and said I was going to hell.
Of course.
For asking the question. So how do you deal with people that approach you like that? Because you're giving you're giving us information of what you see, whereas the same thing happens you're dealing with the prophetess or the bishop or whoever. They look at us and say they'll tell us, well, God is showing me this, God is showing me that. How do you deal with people that approach you that way and come at you with, that angle, like you're of the devil?
I don't.
And real quick, Are you of the devil? Just so I can know up front. Like, just not playing.
You know,
up front, we've been talking for almost an hour. Go ahead.
If I was, my student loans would be canceled.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Everybody would have health care. That would have been some deals that I would have made, you know, if I was to be in bed with the devil. But so the short answer to that is no. And I was raised in the Christian church, the Baptist church, and then I went to Catholic high school. So I'm very familiar with like the Bible, and I use a lot of scripture even in my own personal prayers. I think it's important to understand that when I do my readings, I often use the term God. I say universe a lot too, because I think that we have established this he-she dialogue over God, and God is larger than the word he. So I try to use universe, which is larger, because then we begin to recognize God everywhere. Nothing is a trick. There's no trick to where God is located. So for me, I don't get that dialogue anymore. Nobody comes to me directly and says something is not of God. They might say it's not for them, and that's fine. I think it's important to understand that when a psychic is translating for you, they are really translating on behalf of a higher power. You also have access to this power. We all came from the same power. A psychic has spent time training to be able to tap into it more quickly than the average person, because that may not be your calling. So that's what a psychic really is. And if people really understood the dialogue of God, how could psychics possibly exist if God was not on board? Where's the information coming from? Especially if it's doing good in the world. If people are saying it's giving them perspective, hope. If the person is using it in a higher manner, there is no difference between the person in the suit standing in the pulpit saying that they're a prophet. It's the same name, just different audience.
I got one more question, and I really hope you can answer this and see this. Can you see the Powerball numbers?
Oh, stupid.
You know, one of the interesting things about this, you know, every craft has its limitations. Where there's no ability to use it for personal gain. So if I were to give you the Powerball numbers, I would also have access to the Powerball numbers, which would be personal gain for me. So you see the interconnectedness of the universe. I can't give answers that rob me of this gift, which is being humble with it. So that's why psychics can't get the Powerball numbers, because they also would be able to win. And money, of course.
We can split it. It's the game.
Oh, I know.
Do my reading for me, and in that way, it's not personal to you. So you do it for me, and I give you your cut.
Yeah, but my mom's been asking for years, and if the spirit hasn't laid upon me those numbers for her, I don't know if anybody's going to get it out of me. I don't know.
Damn.
I keep asking.
Well, you know
what? One last
what?
reading for me for a family member. Shonda is the first name. Shonda. Birth date is 4/16, April 16th. What do you anything you see for Shonda? 4/16.
She seems to be packing up her things and moving. Is she looking to move or change her situation? There's some kind of a move coming up for her.
Okay, yes, there were talks about moving. Go ahead.
Well, that's it. I think
you just see moving.
Well, that seems to be, that's the first hit, right? That seems to be the biggest thing that seems to be coming up for her. That seems to be life-changing. I'm seeing it in November. But she also seems to be a bit hesitant about it too. Like she doesn't really want to go. And it's like, so were the Hebrews when Moses came and said, you know, pack your shit.
Speak about it.
All right, Dexter. Well, we appreciate you, Dexter Kendrick. How can they reach you? How can they get in touch with you? How can they get readings? How can they, you know?
Yeah, check me out on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at Love 911 Tarot. I made it simple. There's a link on my Instagram if you want to chat. It's just $1 or $2 a minute. I do Tuesday night live shows, absolutely free, psychic medium work. I do horoscope education as well as some psychic development coaching. In fact, I'm probably going to be going live right after this and doing a quick tutorial on one of the tarot cards, the Sun card, while we're still in the season of Leo. So you guys have me back anytime. It's been a pleasure. I consider you my friends now.
No, we're definitely gonna. Go ahead, Mom.
No, I was going to ask because he said he teaches and he coaches. Like, is there like prerequisites that you look for in your students?
Human.
That's good. That's how I feel about people I have sex with.
I did same. I did last year I did an intro to astrology class. It was amazing. It was 4 weeks. I have some classes coming up, but I always offer free tutorial sessions on Tuesdays on my Instagram Live and on my page. So yeah, you just have to bring your curiosity and an open mind.
Are you feeling a weekly segment here with Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes once a week? Are you feeling that?
If I'm invited, I would feel it. If I was invited, I probably would feel.
Well, I'm sure Jay Black will be reaching out to you
Absolutely.
to make that happen. And we appreciate your time. Mike's facial expressions are killing me. Jay Hurry. Motherfuckers never stop asking questions.
Because always. And another thing, real quick, I'm like,
I know we're gonna have him back. I promise we're gonna have him back. You just agree we're gonna have him back. So Dexter, we will have you back. You're gonna be part of the show. You're part of the family. Thank you so much for taking time out, and thank you so much for just handling the childishness that I have in my heart.
I loved it. It kept the show moving. We needed it. It's so early in the morning. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I dragged myself out of bed this morning.
No, I feel you. It's just cocaine. It's not that big a deal.
All we do left.
I'm playing. Dexter, thank you so much. Dexter Kendrick, reach out to him on all social platforms. We'll have him back on here, ladies and gentlemen. We will have him back on here.
That was good, Jay Black. That was really good.
The magician, y'all doubted me.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all doubted me.
You actually up. You 2-0. You doing good.
Shout out to
I'm
Jasmine
sorry I
Vaughn,
doubted you.
Miss Patterson, Suave, Leslie, Denise. I see you. Akil Johnson, Dawn Perk. I just saw a lot of different names showing love on social media, showing people some love back. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody. We're going to have them back. Chill for a minute. We're going to take a Black Mile break. Well, I am. Everybody else is going to chill.
No, and then we'll want to gather up my bridesmaids. Shit, he said I'm getting married.
Hey, Jay, you got to run the break.
I got you.
My computer did.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's take this Black Mile break. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We'll be back in a matter of minutes, y'all. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
So when Jay-Z's doing the song, Give It To Me, and you're in the studio with him, and you put that part on the hook, how does this happen? Because all we hear is when the Remy's in my system, ain't no telling will I this, some that's what I'm up here. And then you're in the studio. What makes you say your part? Like, did you just say, yo, did you raise your hand and be like, hey, Jay, I think I got something?
No, we was working. We was working, man. It was one of them things where everybody grinding, and he needed a single, and I was in the Evans room working, and it wasn't even about stealing it, because I think if I seen somebody, if I'm not mistaken, they gave me my credit finally. So Emilio Sparks brand right there, that's enough said. It's like they finally gave you credit for that. So I'm like, bet. But it was just one of them things. I was thinking somewhere else. My mind was somewhere else. They needed a single, and I was like, fuck it. I ain't gonna hate on him. I ain't gonna tell him no at that time. I was like, what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, but Sparks, how did it occur? Did you just write it and tell Jay, or how did it happen in the studio?
No, I was actually trying to record it. I didn't take his song. I didn't record it. I was trying to record it. And I think somebody told him I had a good record, and then he came over. He was like, yo, I'm gonna just single. I was like, fine.
Oh, so wait a second. That was your song to begin with?
For sure, that Give It To Me. Everybody knew that. That was my record. Everybody knew that. What you say, Mike?
No, I said I can't believe. Like, I've heard these songs, I've heard these stories before, but that was your song, and Jay said I need a single, and he just took it from you.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I ain't bugging because we made history together.
He made a little bit more history though, Sparks. He made a little bit more here. He made a little bit more.
Sparks. What was the name when you had the song? What was the name of the song? Had you already had a title for it?
Yeah, Give It To Me.
What you talking about, Mike?
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Give me some of the auditions that you went to, and you were like, okay, that we don't know about.
One of the ones that I wanted to be in really, really bad was American Gangster. And American Gangster, there was a role in there. I think T.I. ended up getting it. He was one. Yeah, it was one of Denzel's family members. And I wanted that role because I was like, I want to be in a movie with Denzel Washington because that's like my idol, right? I was like, yo, that's my guy. I like his pedigree. I like everything that he did with his, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like emulate.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in, tap.
My fingers are fat. I got fat fingers. Forgive that. Forgive me. Keep it pushing.
You was interrupting stuff.
Yeah, my fingers. I'm sliding. Touchscreen is something else. Touchscreen technology.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Good morning once again. Shout to Dexter Kendrick, our medium psychic tarot card reader. We'll have him back on here. Everybody who checked it out, we'll have him back on here next week. And what are we doing now?
Sexy Mo.
Oh, I ain't see the banner, fat finger.
Yeah.
Chubby fingers.
I saw everything. I saw Bill Bellamy get interrupted. Then I saw.
Listen, this what we get when we. He the only person who can run the boards right now.
Hey, my finger.
Son, if you don't get your ass back to your house, you don't get your ass back to your house.
I'll bring my plug with me tomorrow, but I had to come to the McDonald's by their school because it's too much traffic to try to get back home. Like I'd probably still be sitting in traffic.
No, I understand.
I'll bring my plug tomorrow.
No, I understand. All right, y'all. It may not be facts, but it's definitely allegedly with Sexy Mo. Sexy Mo, allegedly. We gotta get an intro. We gotta get an intro for you. Now I know we gotta get it. We gotta get some type of intro.
Yeah, I had a few intros. I gotta find them.
She might be lying, but it's allegedly.
Allegedly. I had some good ones.
All right, go ahead, Mo.
So, Michael Shawn, you know, we talk about rappers and these artists and how they continuously get locked up, jammed up. Well, Yellow Beezy just got arrested, okay, on weapons charges in Texas, out there where y'all are. And my thing is, he was just in trouble for the same goddamn thing. How do you get pretty much the same damn charge?
Well,
so he has a misdemeanor gun charge and a felony drug charge this time. He got in trouble back in February. They found like 5 guns. And you know, of course, the police got him documented on paper. He's on papers, Michael Shawn, as being a gang member. And so, you know, legally he can't possess a firearm. It carries a heavier weight because he is, he has these previous charges. So he's not even supposed to be in the possession of a firearm. So that's going to really stick him, or they're probably going to really stick it to him. I don't know what kind of lawyer he might get down there, but 5 guns, and they found about 400 grams of a controlled substance on him at the time.
Well, was it? Do you know what it was? Was it weed?
So weed is that's not categorized as a controlled substance. So when they say 400 grams and it's a felony drug charge, that means that, you know, it was either coke, some heroin. It had to be something of a higher class, narcotic.
Well, we're rooting for you, Beezy, because out here, let me tell you something. Out here in Texas, you better have a gun. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I don't have one. I don't have one yet, but God, I hope everything works out for Yellow Beezy.
Well, this time with the 4 handguns found this time and the rifle, coupled with the February 5 guns that he had, I don't. He's going to be sitting. It's going to be like a NBA. It's going to be a couple of seasons. He's going to be gone for a couple of seasons.
Well, Beezy got some good lawyers.
Yeah,
he got some good lawyers.
I pray he gets out of this situation. It's really unfortunate because a lot of these artists who are coming out and they popping when they come out and they're putting out these hits and then they get jammed up right when their career is really taking off. And so it's a sad thing. I hate to see rappers especially who come from the streets, who have this chance and they're still, on the fence and still riding dirty like that.
Well, circumstances are different for everybody. Action, my man Paul said I can't tell the future, but I saw that coming a few days from now. Another rapper will be going to jail. Yeah, you ain't gotta be a medium, but shout out to Yellow Beezy. Like, hope everything works out for him. The homie does his thing, so we hope everything works out for Yellow Beezy.
I hope he gets out. I hope something turns around or some type of technicality or something.
Dave Burns, that's all guys like Yellow Beezy been doing in Texas with all this crazy going on with COVID. Well, I mean, I don't know the circumstances on that situation. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, when you out here in Texas, everybody got a gun. And I understand, you know, what Mo said, he's on paper. So it gets kind of tough. Wingman, Mike, you got a gun? It's just not used for that kind of shooting. All right, Wingman, slow down.
Pause. You got to end it with a pause on that one.
Ooh, not that type of gun.
So slow down. This gun is registered.
Not that to its rightful owner, hopefully.
Yes, to its rightful owner. This gun is registered. So
do you clean your gun? Do you clean your gun? Because you know you're supposed to clean your gun. You know, make sure it shoot properly.
Go.
Clean your gun.
Here we go.
Yeah, my gun is clean.
You oil your gun because you know you got to oil your gun to make sure you know you got to oil the chamber up every once in a while. You got to make sure
I oiled it
properly.
I oiled it before the show, so it's all good.
What?
Next story, please.
Well, speaking of the future,
just being honest. Like, if you don't oil your gun, then you're not familiar with your gun.
You in bad shape. You know, sometimes you gotta double palm the gun. You gotta make sure it's clean on both sides. You gotta make sure it's well oiled or it won't shoot right. It'll be real reckless.
Yeah.
Shooting everywhere.
It's my gun.
Yeah, but you can't go shooting up the club everywhere with your gun. You gotta make sure, you know.
Back in my day, I shot up the goddamn club.
Was it gonna stop? I knew it. I knew it's coming. Like it's just like, yo, kids, go keep it. Back in the day, you used to shoot up the club.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what the gun is there for. Was it a
machine gun? Was it a revolver? Like, what was it?
I'm not gonna say it's a machine gun, but I mean, sometimes I shot it and the flag came out and it said bang. Like sometimes sometimes it wasn't vicious. Sometimes it was blank. Yeah, you're right, Wingman. Sometimes the blanks, the shot. Yeah, sometimes it wasn't. You know, like I don't overrate my gun. Like I don't overrate my gun. My gun has good days and bad days.
Sometimes do it jam. Sometimes it get jammed up.
Sometimes anybody who drinks a lot of liquor, if you want to lie and say your gun always worked, you're a liar. If you was really getting it popping with alcohol and there was no other substances and you ain't have the blue pill, sometimes the gun got jammed. Sometimes
and it was take the blue pill though. But when you take the blue pill, that help your gun work better? What
sometimes the gun went from a super soaker to an automatic weapon. I once in a while I still rest in peace Sugar Bear, R.I.P. my man Sugar Bear. I still wish a blue pill could pop up for no reason. For those who don't know what a blue pill is, then don't worry about it. But Cialis,
just realize that blue pill, you shooting up everything.
A blue pill is it's a wonderful thing. Just don't take two of them. I'm going to keep it at that.
All right, next story, Mo.
Well, speaking of futures, Michael Shawn, and speaking of blue pills and shooting up the club, Future, he's constantly staying in trouble, constantly doing something that just gets him drugged for dear life. And, this week is no different. Apparently, he was texting with his 8-year-old son that he has with Brittany, one of his several baby moms. And so, of course, he texted, he was like, hey, your mom. And he was like, my mom, what? Talking about his son. And before he could really respond, he said, tell your mom to buy you some clothes. So he started texting back and he said, Dad, before he can finish the sentence, he said, your mom's a hoe.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
he texted that to the 8-year-old.
He allegedly texted that to the 8-year-old. And so, of course, Brittany jumped on IG, screenshot, posted all the Future's text messages between him and his son. And she just basically said, she went in. She was like, you ain't seen him in 3 months, but you're going to write this, to my child. Basically, And not only that, she said, I just took school clothes back yesterday. But she went in on him. I guess that Brittany is tired of Future shit. And she went all in. She posted every message from between him and his son. And I'm like, regardless of what's going on between you and your significant or your previous significant other, if y'all have children together, when is the line? Like, where's the line toted at? When is it like overboard? Do y'all think he went overboard by expressing to his son that, yo, your mama's a hoe?
Mike, if she's a hoe, she's a hoe, Mike? What are we saying? What are we doing?
What age do you be honest with the kid and be like, yeah, your mom's a whole hoe?
Never.
He was
never
completely out of line.
Never. You never, ever, as a man, you never tell a child. I don't care if the child is 18. I don't care if the child is 8. There is no reason for you to tell that person that your mom is a hoe. And women, there's no reason for you to say it about the dad. All you can do is you can say this stuff in a way where you're like, listen, maybe their activities aren't what I wish they were. And you can present it in a way. Calling somebody's mom a hoe.
Them fighting words in the street.
Dog, let's be clear. No matter what you think about this person, no matter what this person has done, after you said it and after you stated your opinion, this person is still the kid's mom. It's still the kid's mom. No matter what. It's still the kid's dad. Now, being honest with a child when they get to a certain age and saying, listen, this is what happened. And you try and preface everything with, listen, nobody's perfect, but I'm going to tell you the truth about the person. But straight out calling somebody's mom a hoe is so fucking ignorant. And it's so ridiculous because for you, you're saying it because you're mad at the person. Now this daughter or son is sitting there going like, has to register this whole thing in their head and think that their mom is a hoe or their dad is a hoe or whatever. Like this is not what you want to put. They don't deserve it.
Right.
They don't deserve all this.
But you feel Future's pain though. The mom not doing right by the money.
Future. I fuck Future.
So yeah,
I honestly, let me tell you about Future. Future is so reckless of bringing Steve. I'm still pissed off of him bringing Steve Harvey in because of Lori. What's her name? Laura Harvey.
Yeah, Lori Harvey.
Like, why would you bring her? Why would you bring her stepdad into a situation? Because you're a fucking rapper. Like, it's so petty. It's so childish.
Yeah, kids are sponges. Positive vibes.
And not even sponges. Kids got feelings.
Yes. And you know, regardless of what, everybody know, I don't care what kind of mom you had, every kid wants to protect their mom. Like, you can't, like, saying something about somebody's mom, you want to fight real quick, what you do on the schoolyard, Jay Black? Say something about somebody's mom.
Yeah, that's always fighting
like,
words.
Even the comment he made about Michael B. Jordan just showed me how fucking childish he is. Michael B. Jordan has done nothing except date a woman who's pretty as hell and had a successful, so far, relationship. Nothing's guaranteed. And then you want to call him a lame. A lame for what? For being successful? Like, what did Michael B. Jordan do to be a lame? Like, it just gets ridiculous. Like dudes grow up and then still act like they're 17 years old, and their excuse is because it's their lyrics and it's gonna say, get the fuck out of here. Whatever. That's why when Russell Wilson took the kid and took Sierra's son, and went to visit your ass on a plane and checked you, I ain't never hear Russell Wilson's name again. I never hear, because I know Russell Wilson's supposed to be the cornball, but Russell Wilson said, "You know what? I got this. I'm gonna take the kid." I jumped on the private jet. Said, "I'll talk to him." Like, stop it, dog. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, and real quick before you go to the next story, I understand how serious a text message and how you can get in your feelings. Like everybody's gotten in their feelings. I've said things to women that I should not have said to them. Right. But when you're talking to your kid,
it's 8.
That's 8 years old. How does the word hoe even come to your mind?
Right.
He knew that she was going to see it. I mean, obviously, there's tension obviously there. And like I say, I'm sure he's kicking out a lot of bread. He's not seeing the itemized receipts of what she's doing with that bread. And it's been bottling and been building.
Whoa, J Black. He doesn't need to see that. He doesn't need to see that. He just needs to know that his child is being taken care of.
Wait, he does need to see it. His child. No, if his lawyer goes to court and his lawyer says, I need to see it, but the kid don't need to know about it.
No, they're not going to do that either, Michael Shawn. You know why? Because even if she took that child support that she was getting and paid the rent, the electric, her car note, and all of that, that is still considered using the money for the right reasons for the child. So no judge is going to say, "Oh, I need to see."
Don't say no judge because that's not true. That's not true. People have gotten itemized reports on what money. It depends on how much money you got for a lawyer. I'm saying that 8-year-old, that's a whole adult. Once again, that's an adult conversation.
Right.
He should have never nothing to do with an 8-year-old. That has nothing to do with an 8-year-old.
He should have never texted the child. And my thing is, if you got a problem with the mom, y'all keep it between y'all. Because at the end of the day, what did she block him? And so because he couldn't get to the mom's phone, get to the mom, he's like, yeah, I know you're gonna check our son's text messages and check his phone. So here, I got something for you. But in the middle of it, the son got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, he probably was gonna tell his mama too. I mean, because you ain't.
He don't even know what to.
Does he even know an 8-year-old?
He don't even know what to tell. Like, what was he gonna tell? Like, he's like a hoe. Like, what does that mean?
A garden tool? A garden tool?
Dad called you, said that you was a hoe. What that mean?
Now, if you happen to be one, but
I knew it.
But no matter what,
but it shouldn't go to an 8-year-old.
It shouldn't go to an 8-year-old. Now you can say that to her face, but in an 8-year-old's mind and in his eyes, his mother is everything. His mother is, up here. So it don't matter what she do in the dark. You can never, ever, ever make a child think that, hey, my mom is out here.
But and this is why you don't have to say it, because let's be clear. As a child gets older, they will figure it out for themselves.
Absolutely.
And he's going to still love his dad. Somebody said he's going to hate Future. And no, he's not. He's still his dad. He's going to love him the same. I don't think that's going to.
But that's another thing with the, like when the lady said you can't itemize, and then you say you're still going to love your dad, you're still going to love your mom. They are people who don't fuck with their parents.
Because they picked a side and they drew a line in the sand. Said,
no, because they put the history and they read the history books and be like, dog, I don't fuck with you no more.
Or
there are people,
moms and court transcripts.
There are people who, moms and dads alike, who people go like, no, I don't mess with you anymore. So I'm always gonna love my dad. No, there are things that you can do to a person that they will be like, okay, I don't fuck with you anymore. So all you parents out there who think a kid is always going to love you no matter what you fucking do, okay. You keep thinking that. Wingman said, and do we expect the next generation to respect women better if they had the experience in their childhood? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wingman. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. Future son was like, Siri, what is a hoe? Oh, mom, look, Mark.
Yes, because you know they good for that. They don't gotta they ain't asking nobody no more. They asking Siri everything. And I told y'all that bitch is heavy nosy.
And the word hoe is kind of subjective because there's nobody I know. There's nobody I know. Well, I'm not gonna speak. I don't know too many people who ain't been a hoe before, male or female.
Hoe phase, some longer than others.
It just depends on what you consider. It just depends what you consider hoe activity. It's all subjective. Like what you consider. Like I've literally had people. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into all that. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Next.
Well, speaking of hoes, Michael Shawn, and R. Kelly is known for having hoes in different area codes, and his trial is actually beginning on Monday. They have selected the jury. It is starting. And so I don't know if they're going to air this on open circuit TV so that we can see. Like they do a lot of other trials, and like the one that he had before when he allegedly peed on the girl on the video. But I'm really wanting to see what this is going to look like. I told you yesterday that the judge said, hey, the 2 women who you infected with herpes, we're allowing that to be taxed on to this case. So I want to see where they come in at, what their story is. This is like a book. It's like a movie. I feel like a movie is going to be made about this. The way that they're taxing on all of these additional charges and things like that. I'm just waiting to see how this is going to roll out. And it starts Monday.
That he infected with herpes have to do with it? Were they underage?
So no, apparently in New York, there's a law that actually protects people, and basically it says that if you have an acute bacterial venereal disease such as like syphilis or gonorrhea, and you give it to someone, it's actually a misdemeanor. But herpes is a virus, it's a viral infection. So with that being said, his attorneys are trying to push that out and not allow that to be tagged on. He's like, oh, y'all reaching. This doesn't even pertain to this, to this law. And so I'm waiting to see what they actually have to say, because it doesn't say that they were underage. It just says that he infected them with herpes. And so they're taxing it onto this case. And I think that that's what the prosecutor or the defense, which is R. Kelly, is trying to say. No, they're giving him pushback. We don't think, judge, we think that you should take this off. What does one have to do with the other? You're just trying to make sure that these charges stick by making R. Kelly look bad with all of the additional charges that he's being faced with.
Yeah, and what's the original charge? He's going to court for, because I've gotten confused. Boy,
so originally, of course, it was for the underage girls and having them be sex slaves or whatnot. And then they taxed on these 2 underage boys at the time. They said they were 15 and 16. So the original charges keep continuously not getting amended, but added to. Well, that's an amendment.
Yeah, so officially it's alleging sex crimes, human trafficking, child pornography, and racketeering and obstructing justice.
Yes. Okay. And so right now he's crying broke. He's actually saying that he has no liquid assets. That and of course they're talking about his music catalog going up for sale, selling some of his music catalog. So again, it starts on Monday. I'm gonna do my research between today and tonight to see if we can actually watch it and catch some of the airing of it. If they're going to actually air this out in court.
Put Wingman's comment back up there, because I really want y'all to. I wish herpes had DNA chain to backtrack it to the guy who initiated this virus. Just saying, man. I'm gonna say this one more time, y'all. If you go raw, don't blame nobody else. I don't give a fuck if the other person knew they had something. If you go raw with somebody, do not start complaining about somebody gave me something. No, you opened yourself up to it.
And I'm going to say this one more time. You're wrong. If you know you got something, then let somebody go wrong. You're more wrong than the other person. You're both wrong, but you're wrong.
You're adult. You're an adult. If you get in my car while I'm drunk, and you get in my car, and you decided to risk your life to get in my car while I'm drunk,
you're in control of the vehicle. You're more wrong than I am.
Your ass knew I was drunk.
I know, but you're wrong because you took control of the vehicle.
First of all, I'm saying wrong. There's
it is levels.
There's wrong. There's wrong and right. There's no. First of all, that fucking vernacular, wrong, does not fucking exist in court.
In Philly,
no lawyer says, "Oh, but he was wrong."
I'm just saying, you had it. Don't let nobody run up in you raw, dog. If you know you got something, like you know for sure.
You know, I should have got the number. I'm gonna get the numbers for you. If you're dumb enough in 2021 to know all the diseases that are out there, and you run up in somebody, that's on you.
Well, I and doing my research on this whole case and the case law behind whether the virus, the herpes, whether it's gonorrhea, and doing my research, of course the algorithm picked up the word herpes, and so I got all of these threads and hits on websites that are created for people who actually have herpes to get together and date people who have it as well. And so they had it, I clicked because I was nosy, I'm nosy. And it had, groups for people who only have herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2. And then it was talking about, you still have to practice safe sex because you can actually reinfect each other and have like a different type of strand. I was floored. I didn't even have all of this working knowledge until...
But this is what I'm saying about this sex shit. When you go out there having sex like this, all y'all cats talking about this oral sex so crazy. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all keep playing these games. Everything is out there, y'all. Everything is out there. You can catch anything from anybody at any time. We said it yesterday. A person doesn't even have to know they have anything. There are diseases that a guy can have that he'll never have any problems with, and he'll give it to a woman, and she can never have a kid again.
Right.
He doesn't have any symptoms. So y'all keep playing this game like, yo, if you know you have to. No, dog, you have to put your seatbelt on. You have to put your seat. And if you don't, the reality is, if you don't, you are now open to whatever. You've opened that. I'm telling you, that old dude told me, Mike, the day you take a condom off, you've given all your power away to that chick.
Wow.
So don't complain when she says she might be pregnant. Don't complain when you might catch something. When you didn't wear that condom, you gave all your power over to her. Now it's like, yeah, but I know you've been having sex with other people. Yeah, well, we're going to wait till we take this paternity test.
What a thing. And the thing about that, Michael Shawn, is that, like you said, some of these things you may not even know that you have. So you're walking around here and you're having, you're spreading your seed around and you're giving it to multiple people. So like backtracing who gave who what it's more difficult with these physicians because you're in a relationship, say you're in a monogamous relationship with somebody and you have, snapping. Yes.
Mike snapping.
And, you have unprotected sex with your partner. You don't know. They may have gotten it like 5 partners ago.
Yeah. And listen, people, so if I meet you at the club and we talk to each other for 30 minutes and we go rock out at the hotel, guess what? We both ain't shit. So whatever happens, happens. And we don't use a condom and we both get reckless. And then you want to hold somebody else responsible.
And I'm just saying, if you know you got herpes, you know you potentially got something in a hot box, please don't let somebody run up in you raw. Just say no. Please speak up. That's all I ask.
Yeah, because that's great because we both at the club getting drunk as fuck. So I guess responsibility gonna kick in too, right?
That's when the most irresponsible and reckless shit happen is when you drinking. Everybody say, not me. Listen, run that back and say, stop clicking. Mo, stop clicking before you catch Listen, those damn algorithms, I'm telling you, you put in one thing in the search engine and a whole bunch of other stuff come up. Because I've never even heard of a group where all y'all got the same sexually transmitted disease and y'all like, let's date.
Yeah, but that makes perfect sense. That started with HIV, when HIV people who had HIV were dating each other because they were going through the same thing. It actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, thank God airlines have medical every 6 months. I guess that's a medical checkup.
Yeah, but they don't check for certain they
Wingman,
don't check for certain things. They're not going to check
Wingman.
you for herpes and things like that.
Wingman, you're not a pilot.
HPV.
He's a pilot. He just don't work for an
He
airline.
just don't work for
You're not a
airline.
pilot. Wingman, you're not a pilot, Wingman.
Listen, I'm cool with Wingman because I think he worked for either Fed Express, and I don't want my packages fucked up. So you cool with me, Wingman?
Wingman, you're not a pilot. I know Mo's trying to kiss your ass right now. We don't give a fuck. You're not a pilot.
All right. I need my Amazon Prime shit to come.
We love you. We love you for listening and watching. Wingman, you're not a pilot. You just watched a whole bunch of pilot shit on the Discovery and History Channel. You know a lot of stuff.
Use keywords.
Oh God.
Got me sold.
All right. Are we done?
We are done. This has been a crazy week, Mike.
Oh, he said he's gonna send you his FAA license.
Yeah, let me see. What kind of how big of a plane do you fly?
Here we go.
C-130s, the jumbo jets. What do you fly?
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Wingman,
C-130. What is it?
So what is it? You just try to show off your knowledge of planes or some shit?
No, I'm just trying to show off that anybody can use aviation words. Didn't I sound like I was almost a pilot?
Wingman, we believe you. I'm just playing. We believe you, Wingman. But Wingman, I will say this. This is the first, you may have left comments before, but this is the first time I've seen your comments, and we want to thank you.
Yeah, he's entertaining.
Because the interaction is amazing. So follow us all. I'm at Mike Shawn Comedy. J Black is what was your Instagram?
I am J Black _
at Shawnee Scott at Sexy Mo TOL and follow us. And we'll
follow you back.
And we'll definitely follow you back.
At Shawnee Scott on air.
Or at Shawnee Scott on air. So yeah, we'll definitely rock with you. Thank you for being partaking in the festivities. Thank you to Dexter Kendrick.
Yep.
Yes.
I was Jay Black, his guest.
Yes. I love him.
Jay Black's responsible for the medium, the magician, the juggler.
I need you to get somebody on here that does like disappearing acts, or maybe like the what is it, where they put themselves in bondage and they got to get out the water in like 2.5 seconds.
It's an escapist or something. An escape artist. I'm not irritated. I'm tired. Like,
we see your facial expression. Tam be breaking you down. Now Jay Marie be all over it too. I see.
Y'all don't understand. This shit starts for me at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time is now 9 o'clock. We've done all we can fucking do. Like, we've talked about everything we've done. Yes. But put the last comment. What was the last comment? I'm a doctor. I just don't work for a doctor's office. Thank you, Jay Marie. See? Look at that sarcasm right there. That's good. That's called you getting tired sarcasm. Oh, you getting fucking tired. What we got coming up? Anything
tomorrow? We got it's coming up.
No, go.
No, I thought you were saying like tomorrow. I know it's Friday, so we got Dr. Aaron Smith, and we'll definitely get into it with Ben Crump taking on with their realtor.
And we didn't even get to Ben Crump. That was fuck. That is amazing what happened there. That
so we
God, America, man. God, y'all some God. All right, y'all. We will wrap it up. Thank you for anybody on IG Live that bought a badge. I appreciate that. Thank you for everybody who rocks out with us. Media Room 360.
You got a comedy show coming up.
Yes, a comedy show September 4th. Right. Tyler, Texas is going to be so ridiculous. It's a white party. Rodney Perry, me, Lamar Jones. It's going to be so sickening. It's going to be so crazy. So Tyler, Texas, understand it's going to be a problem. September 4th is going to be an absolute problem in the best way possible. So make sure you get them tickets. What's the site that they go to get the tickets?
It's right if they go to your link in your bio, but go ahead.
They can go to majestyevents.net.
majestyevents.net. majestyevents.net, or tap the link in my bio. and paid to laugh. Oh, what is this, Wingman? Marie, did you get your doctorate from a Wingman is on fire till the end. All right, y'all. Wingman, we appreciate you for real. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. You fight for everything, a parking spot, sales, and all that stuff. Fight for your happiness. Never let somebody take it away from you. It's the Takeover Legends. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.